Welcome to KTAK's presentation of the Bill Stranagan Basketball Classic Tournament here on the campus of Riverton High School, and welcome to the Bailey Tire and Auto pregame. This is Kevin Shields, voice of the Riverton Wolverines, along with the Renegade herself, Rusty from the morning.
I guess we're doing the nickname. Are we doing the nickname?
We're doing the nickname.
Okay, we can do the nickname. Okay, so a huge matchup tonight. We've enjoyed part of this tournament today so far. He said, well, I don't know, that Shoshone game earlier today was a pretty fantastic matchup. Player of the game, Nathan Cousineau. We called it a soft dunk, I think is what we called it.
Yeah, it wasn't a rim shaker. There's definitely that, but he did get his hand over the rim, so we'll give him the dunk. Once again, this is part of the Bill Stranagan Basketball Classic Tournament. 8 teams have some traveled, some local. It includes Cheyenne Central, who's going to face Riverton tonight in girls and boys action. Cheyenne Central, of course, being the defending boys 4A state champions. Cheyenne East, who's the defending 4A girls state champion. Sheridan, Jackson Hole, Riverton, of course, Star Valley, Lander Valley, and Shoshone. It's being held at 4 locations here in Riverton. The games are at Riverton High School, Riverton Middle, and Central Wyoming College. Over in Lander, all the games are at the Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse on Lander Valley High School's beautiful campus. All the Riverton games this weekend will be broadcast on KTAK with myself and whoever draws the short straw for color. And all of the Lander games will be over on KFCW with Ernie Over and Josh Henninger. We do have some games this weekend for Wyoming Indian and St. Stephen's. They're going to be over on KWYW with Cody Beers and Jason Peterson on the call. So we'll be right back in just a few moments, and we're going to sit down with the coach.
In the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
Why should you choose Lander Medical Clinic or Western Family Care for your health care? In addition to 4 locations in Fremont County, they also provide telehealth. Telehealth can be your go-to answer when you're out of town, on the road, or just can't get to urgent care. All you need is a good internet connection. To schedule a telehealth appointment, call 332-3941 today. That's 332-3941. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care. With telehealth, they're putting your health first every time.
And welcome back to KTAK's coverage of the Bill Stranagan Basketball Classic. Since we are on the campus of Riverton, I thought it might be good for us to remember who this tournament is honoring. William A. Stranagan, commonly known as Bill. He passed away at 80 years of age on August 27, 2012. He was born in Winton, Wyoming, attended the University of Wyoming, graduating in 1957, and married beautiful Clarice Hoffman of Laramie. Where they were married for 55 years. Retired in 1992 as activities director of the Riverton High School. He also coached for 20 years, 4 at St. Stephen's, 16 at Riverton. St. Stephen's established a state record. At St. Stephen's, he established a state record for 46 consecutive wins, a record that stood for 25 years. He was inducted into the Wyoming Sports Hall of Fame. He is a blood brother of the Northern Arapaho tribe and named by them Little Flying Eagle. He was the 1969 Coach of the Year, President Charter Member of the Wyoming Coaches Hall of Fame, the Wyoming Athletic Director of the Year at one point, and National High School Hall of Fame for high school coaches in Fargo, North Dakota. He was inducted into that. So right now we're going to kick it over to our interview with Coach that we had yesterday to give you a little preview of exciting Wolverine basketball. This is the boys' coach, so we're going to probably skip that for now and come back for that during the boys' game. So we're going to take a break real quick. We'll be back, take a look at what last season held for both these teams tonight, and get ready for some Wolverine action.
When you purchase your car, do you know if you got the best payment possible? The answer is probably no. Oftentimes, your loan is packed with additional charges that can drive your monthly payment higher than it should be, costing you thousands of dollars more for your car. Hi, this is Patty, and here is your second chance to get the payment you deserve. Visit Atlantic City Federal Credit Union today for a courtesy loan review. We've helped our members save money by refinancing their vehicle with us. Now it's your turn. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
Bailey's Enterprises is a proud sponsor of Riverton Wolverines football. For over 50 years, Bailey's has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service and to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey, go Wolverines.
Welcome back to the Bailey's Tire and Auto pregame show here on KTAK. We're about to have some Lady Wolverines action as they will face the Lady Indians of Central High School out of Cheyenne. Look back at what the teams look like. Last year, the Cheyenne Central girls basketball team went 11-11. They qualified for state but didn't go extremely far. They're coached by Glenn Kirkbride. The Riverton girls Lady Wolverines, meanwhile, had a 2-15 season, did not qualify for state, and they're coached by Travis McIntosh. Something we always like to do in the first game of the year is go over the entire roster, especially for the home team, but we'll go ahead and do it for Central as well, as I know we have some people from Central listening in as we are broadcasting for their radio crew tonight. For the Central Indians, they are coached by Kirkbride. Their roster is Drew Mirich at guard, guard Madison Bailey, guard Mia Garrick, guard Morgan Kirkbride, forward Ella Gillum, shooting guard / small forward Rory Cowley, forward Eva Clements, forward Cameron Temple, forward Natanya Sam, and forward Brogan Allen. And for your home team, the Lady Wolverines, they are coached by Coach McIntosh. They are Paisley Jackson, Macy Brown, Mady Fossey, McKay Fegler, Ella Judd, Camden Sheets, Haley Ingstrom, Jordan L. Anderson, Savannah Martinez, Riley Johnson, and Gracie Olheiser. Those are your rosters for tonight's matchup. We're about 4 minutes from tip, so we're going to give a little shout out to some of our sponsors, including the pregame Bailey Tire and Auto for sponsoring our pregame, and we'll be back just after this.
Watch where you're going.
Whoa! Ever since Rudolph got a new phone, he's been paying more attention to it than the road. I don't even think he realizes how dangerous it is.
Come on, man.
Rudolph, it's not very bright to be distracted during flight. Pay attention, keep it straight. Put your device down. It can wait.
No elves were harmed in the making of this commercial.
Stop the texts, stop the wrecks. Brought to you by WYDOT.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment. In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more, is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
Is your resolution this year to be healthier? You may have made a commitment to improve your physical health, but don't forget about your financial health. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union is listed as one of the healthiest credit unions in the U.S., and we are the healthiest credit union in Wyoming, according to depositaccounts.com. Don't risk having your accounts anywhere else. Become a member today and accomplish your first resolution by becoming healthier. Financially speaking, that is. Federally insured by NCUA. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
And welcome back to KTAK and the coverage of the Riverton Lady Wolverines against the Cheyenne Central Lady Indians. We're now moving on to Sutherland's starting lineup. For the Central Indians, they will be starting Madison Bailey at guard, Mia Garrick at guard, Ella Gillum at forward, Rory Cowley at forward, and Brogan Allen at forward. For the hometown Riverton Lady Wolverines, they will be starting Ella Judd, a junior. They will be starting senior Camden Sheets. No, excuse me, I'm getting those wrong. They're starting Ella Judd, Camden Sheets, Jordan L. Anderson, Savannah Martinez, and Gracie Olheiser. And now we're going to go to commercial real quick for the national anthem to be played, and then we'll be back right after that for the tip-off.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Worland, Basin, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunner's Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunner's Automotive, 856-2288. Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletic.
Welcome back to KTAK and Lady Wolverines versus Lady Indians basketball. Rusty is going to be working on getting our scoreboard up there. Reminder that this is not only on the radio, but being live streamed on our WyoToday Facebook page. So as they get ready to announce the starting lineups here, let's get ready to let you know some of the other things that are going on right now. If you're looking for Lander Valley High School Tiger basketball, you can join Ernie Over and Josh Henninger over on KFCW. They're also live streaming the game on 93.1 for radio. For the video live stream, it's on, yeah. Oh, on 93.1. Their Facebook page.
Okay, we're back. Sorry, folks. We're working on our scoreboard camera. We'll have that up there for you here in just a second. If you're looking for the Lander game, head on over to the KFCW Facebook page, or you can view all of these on YouTube at WyoToday. If you're also trying to explain to family members, WyoToday.com has a tab labeled Sports, and then at the top you can hit click here to listen live.
All right, and the starting lineups are out of the way by the PA announcer. And we're taking the court. The fist bumps to the officials have been done, and we are ready to tip off another exciting season of Lady Wolverine basketball. Referees throwing their jackets off to the side. It's not that cold in here, so not sure why they were wearing them. But here we go. Looks like Riverton is going to be going left to right on your radio dial, and Central obviously right to left. Decent little crowd here behind me. I'd say several hundred, and maybe about 50 or so across the way there. Don't know who's home, who's away yet, really. The tip goes to Riverton, and Riverton's going to bring the ball up with Gracie Olheiser. She's going to throw it over to Camden Sheets, and bear with me as I learn these names, please. Savannah Martinez up around the three-point line is going to swing it over back to Gracie. Gracie's going to make a move and throw to the wing. They are trying to probe inside, and there's a steal by Central. Central's going to drive it in, and Mia Garrick is going to score two. Central's coming out in a full court press, much like we saw earlier today for anybody who tuned in for the Shoshone game. And they're immediately going to get, a quick whistle bails them out a wee bit as they're going to call a jump ball. There's the alternating possession arrow, though, however, will favor Central. So that was a really quick whistle on the jump ball. Central's going to inbound it. Running the offense is going to be Mia Garrick, who has the only points of the game. She's going to swing it down to Morgan Kirkbride. Morgan Kirkbride's looking inside, swings out to the top of 3. Swings it over to the far right, kind of midway to the baseline. 3 is going to drive and lose the ball on a trip, and it's going to be out, and they're going to signal that it's still Central ball. 6:59 left in the first, a little over a minute gone, and it is 2-0 Central Indians. They're going to be inbounding underneath the basket. It's going to be inbounded by Madison Bailey, who's going to toss it over to Mia Garrick, who's going to drive and get a foul called. That'll be the first team foul, and that foul is going to go against Jordanelle Anderson. So that's her first, team first. So we'll go right back to where we were with Bailey inbounding. She's looking. She inbounds to Mia Garrick. Garrick's going to try and drive baseline, throws it back out to Morgan Kirkbride, who shoots and misses from 2, signaled by the ref. Rebound comes down to number 23, Savannah Martinez, who immediately gets it over to Camden Sheets, the point guard. Camden bringing it up, obviously on a missed shot, no chance to set up the press. Camden Sheets going to swing it over to Gracie Olheiser. Olheiser's going to set up the offense. She is wide open for 3. She takes it. She front rims it off and no good. Rebound by the Central Indians. Indians look to push the pace. They throw it up down the court to Bailey, who is fouled going in for the layup. Nice transition offense there by Central.
Man, Kevin is a cheerleader. You have to watch out being on the end line.
So that foul is going to go against Ella Judd. That's her first, second team foul. It does send Madison Bailey to the line. She takes a couple dribbles and front rims that one, off and no good. She does have the second as she was in the act of shooting. She takes a couple dribbles, spins it, routine being key, puts it up, and it just bounces off the rim and out. Rebound by the Lady Wolverines. 23 is driving down Savannah Martinez. They're going to swing it around the horn, so to speak, at the 3-point line. We're going to have a drive, a little 2-point shot put up, and good by Camden Sheets. So we're 2-2 at the 6-minute mark in the first quarter. Central wasting no time coming up. They immediately make receiver and quarterback, as they would say, not on the same page, and a turnover taken by the Wolverines. Can they take advantage of this? Savannah Martinez up at the top. She's going to take about an 18-foot jumper, and good! Savannah Martinez from about 18, 4-2. Lady Wolverines with 5:38 to play in the first quarter. This looks to be, Rusty, that we could have a little bit of up and down action tonight. Central going to drive the middle. They're going to kick it out for 3, and that is no good. Rebound by the offense. They put it back up, and the putback is no good. Riverton with the rebound, and they draw a foul on the rebound as well. The foul, I do believe, is going to go on number 3, Madison Bailey. And that is indeed the case. So that is the team's first. So it'll be Riverton's ball. They're going to inbound it 90 feet away from the basket that is their goal. They get the ball in. We've had some substitutions.
Number 10 came in for the Wolverines.
McKay Fegler came in to the game. This is her first action.
For Central, it looked like number 24 came in.
And it looks like Cameron Temple also came in for Central. We've got a jump ball, I do believe. If you paid attention to the Shoshone game today, we had 157,000 jump balls in the girls' game.
That may have been an understatement.
Riverton gets it over into the half court. They're going to swing around the horn. We're going to have a 3. Bam! Number 25, Gracie Olheiser from 3. Puts it 7-2 with 4:55 to go in the first quarter.
You know, I heard this is one of her first time starting on varsity this year, so
I
great start.
heard that as well. She's off to rip roar. That's going to be a 2-point shot by Riverton as they ran their, by Cheyenne Central as they ran their offense. They missed it, but in the fight for the rebound, it went off a Lady Wolverine, and it will remain Central's ball. Central inbound there at about the 3 count of the 5 seconds. They're able to get it in to Madison Bailey. Madison Bailey throws pass inside, but it is immediately stolen. I do believe that was Gracie Allheiser once again with the steal. Savannah Martinez is going to drive, but she had her pocket picked clean. And now Central is off to the break. And I thought there was a double dribble there, but Madison Bailey takes it in, and she misses. The offensive rebound opportunity for Central goes for naught, and it goes out of bounds. Okay, we got number 1, Paisley Jackson checking in, as well as number 15, Jordanelle Anderson coming back into the game. Again, we have 4:22 left in the first quarter. It is 7-2. Home team, Riverton Lady Wolverines.
And, speaking of home team, there's plenty of Christmas spirit and school spirit. Lots of Santa hats at the home crowd.
We're back in the press again, Central is, but the Lady Wolverines are able to conquer it. Looks like they're trying to set up a half-court trap. They do not. Good passing by the Lady Wolverines. Get out. Savannah Martinez takes a quick 3. She misses. Rebound by Paisley Jackson, who just checked in. She does miss the putback, but she gets fouled by number 3. That is Madison Bailey's second for Central, and she's one of their starters to have 2 out of 5 fouls already taken care of less than 4 minutes in the game. Paisley Jackson going to the line to shoot 2. She takes her first one. It is up and off the back iron and no good. She'll get another one. She was in the act of shooting. What a great effort to go for that offensive board, having just came in this game and getting herself into the flow of things. The second one is up, and it is no good. Off the back iron as well. Rebound goes to Central. Central's going to bring it up. They're crossing the mid-court line. They swing it over to Madison Bailey. Bailey swings it down to Cameron Temple. Temple is trapped, and they're going to get a hold. The home crowd's fine with that, so we'll be fine with that. The foul's going to be on number 10, it looks like, McKay Fegler, who just had come in. That's her first. That's going to be the team 3. Team third foul. Central looking to inbound. Mia Gehrig on the inbound. Good inbound defense, but they're finally able to get it into Rory Cowley. They feed it down into the post. Up and no good. Airballed by Cameron Temple. Rebound is taken away by Riverton. Riverton looking to press a little bit of the action, but Central does get back in transition defense. The students, I think, from Central were a little upset about that. Savannah Martinez swings it over to Ella Judd. Back to Savannah Martinez. She takes a 15-footer, and it is good. 4 points for Savannah Martinez as the lead is up to 7, 9-2. Lady Wolverines with 3:19 to go in the first quarter and counting.
Talk about a sharpshooter. Gets to her, and whew.
Mia Gehrig takes ball, swings it over to Rory Cowley. Rory Cowley's going to take a shot off the mark. It's rebounded by Drew Mirich, who able to secure for Central. We're going to get another shot here by Central. It's off the back iron. Yet another offensive rebound, but maybe a steal. No, just a deflection by Jordanelle Anderson. And Mia Gehrig smartly for Central resets it, drives the middle. Oh, that was a walk. But nonetheless, a steal by Riverton, and they are off on a 4-on-2. They slow it up a little bit. Going to be a 15-footer, and no good. That shot was by, I can't catch a number. There it is by Ella Judd. She was off by 15. Ball winds up going out off of Riverton and out of bounds. It will be Central's ball here with 2:34. We have a timeout by Central. It is a full timeout, so we will take that. You're listening to the Bill Stranigan Basketball Classic Tournament on KTAK. We'll be right back.
Fremont County School Athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Welcome back to KTAK's coverage of the Bill Stranigan Basketball Classic Tournament. We are at 2:34 to go in the first. The Lady Wolverines of Riverton High School lead Cheyenne Central Indians 9-2. Cheyenne scored their first 2, and it has been all Riverton ever since. Cheyenne's going to bring it over the court. They're going right to left on your radar. A three-pointer by a recently checked in. They say she was stepped on the line. That was Brogan Allen with 2, so it's 9-4 now. And they have had a chance to set up their press, but it does look like Riverton's going to break. Trap at midcourt. And a steal by Central. Central's going to drive on the bucket, and it's off her knee, out of bounds, and it'll go back to Riverton. That was kind of poor planning by the point guard there for Central, as she did have a 3-on-1 and chose to go it all alone instead of looking to pass. And on the inbound, unfortunately, Central gets it right back as it was thrown well over Fegler's head for Riverton. So Central's going to reset. It looks like Mia Garrick's going to go over to Drew Mirich. Mirich is going to drive and funnel it into the post to 42. 42 is going to kick it right back out. And we're going to start back swinging it. Drew Mirich again. She drives the lane somewhat under control and gets the foul called on number 11. That's Ella Judd. That's her second. So we've got 2 girls, 1 for each team, in a bit of early foul trouble. You never want to get 2 in the first quarter. But still, that's only the 4th team foul of the game for Riverton.
And it looks like Sheets is back in for the Riverton Wolverines back in midcourt.
Okay. Blocked by Paisley Jackson after the inbound, and we're going to get another foul. It's going to be a shooting foul against Riverton. The foul's going to be called on number 12. That's going to be Camden Sheets, who had just came back in. You jinxed her.
Okay, the Renegade can't talk anymore.
That
See
is
what
the
happened?
15th foul. Looks like Brogan Allen is going to the line shooting 2 here. First one is up, and that's absolute pure. Beautiful shot, beautiful form, and didn't touch a thing except for nylon. Referee's having a little talk, warning number 25, and I can't take out the number for Central. They look to be getting a little too physical. 42 puts it up. Brogan Allen puts up the free throw. It is no good. Rebounded by Jordanelle Anderson, and here come the Wolverines. Fegler's going to move it over, and we got a 3 off the front rim and off. That was a miss by Camden Sheets, but Riverton does get the rebound, and there's going to be a foul on Brogan Allen down in the corner.
It's a little intensity between a couple of those duos out on the court.
So that's going to be the 3rd team foul against Central. Riverton sitting at 5 right now. Neither team getting too awfully close to the bonus.
For the Wolverines, 23, Martinez.
So Martinez back on the
Savannah
court.
Martinez has come back on the court, as Rusty just said.
Swiped away.
And a horrible pass by Camden Sheets. She threw it away, and Central is on the break. Once again, this time they pass it off to number 1. Number 1, Drew Mirich, misses. And for those Central fans, if I'm botching her name, I do apologize. Riverton on a wild break. Savannah Martinez misses. Rebound by Riverton. Miss. It goes out of bounds, and they signal at Central. That was a very much a blown opportunity, as there was a 3-on-none for Riverton, and they could not convert twice.
Olheiser, where credit's due, doing a great job of getting her hand on the ball when it comes to rebounding the ball.
Central's going to bring the ball. Absolutely. Central bringing up the ball. Central not seemingly substituting as freely, but that may just be me not knowing names yet. 3-pointer by Central is going to be up, and it's going to be good by number 1, Drew Mirich. And that makes the lead only 1 now, 9-8, with under 36 seconds to go in the first quarter. They've started that trap. And they do get bailed out by a foul. I was about to say, if they got bailed out by a foul, that's good, because it was definitely off Riverton in the trap. And she was, number 1, Paisley Jackson was in no woman's land. So they were able to get out of that with a block call. And the foul was on number 24. That's Cameron Temple. That's her first and 4th team foul. We're 33.5 seconds exactly left in the first quarter. Inbounds goes over to McKay Fegler. She's going to bring it up. She's going to go towards the corner. She's going to swing it out to Paisley Jackson, who swings it over to Camden Sheets. Camden Sheets kind of setting up the offense as we go under 20 seconds. Ball goes over to Savannah Martinez. Savannah Martinez trying to do a little rope-a-dope with the dribble action. Swings it back over to Paisley Jackson. We're under 11 seconds. A long 3 that didn't need to be taken, really. But rebound by Savannah Martinez, who gets the putback and good. Long three, probably an unwise shot, but it was cleaned up on the glass. Central with a long half-court shot comes off the front end rim and no good. So at the end of one, it is 11-18. The Lady Wolverines of Riverton High School lead the Central Cheyenne Indians. We'll be right back on KTAK.
All right, listen up, elves. I know this is a busy time of year, and we all have places to be and things to do. But please, don't text and drive. Be careful. Last week, Sheldon and Shipping crashed into a load of Legos. And yesterday, Randy and Rapping ran through a red light. Just slow down, buckle up, and put your phone down while you drive. Thank you. Now get back to work.
Stop the texts, stop the wrecks. Brought to you by WyoToday.
Ever wonder why so many babies are delivered at Hot Springs Health in Thermopolis? Could it be the exceptional prenatal care offered by our providers? Or our convenient family practice clinics located in Thermopolis, Worland, Basin, Shoshone, and Riverton? Maybe it's our new OB suites with large jetted tub, or maybe it's the place where you know you can find all of this and more.
Welcome back to the Bill Stranagan Basketball Classic Tournament here on KTAK. I'm Kevin Shields, voice of the Wolverines, and with me is the Renegade herself. What did you think of that first quarter, Rusty?
So far, so good. Great inertia as far as back and forth between the two teams. He just wowed at me using the word inertia. I want that to be.
That is our word of the day here.
I'm realizing this might be a theme tonight for Riverton High School students. Cheerleaders all in ugly sweaters. I see some really great Christmas onesies on some of the boys' team.
Central inbounds the ball, and they're going to take the drive. Blocked by number 10, McKay Fagler, who's going to try and lead a break. Pass thrown up for grabs, but what a way to haul it in for Miss Paisley Jackson, who gets it under control, puts the layup up for two. 13-8 here as we go under 7:30 in the first half. Lady Wolverines on top. Some ill-advised passing inside, but luckily for Central, it winds up right in the Brogan Allen, their star forward, who's able to put it up and in. She's now got 5 points on the game. Savannah Martinez, leading scorer for Riverton, with 6. Breaking the press and looked like to be setting up a break, but did not. And we've got all sorts of kind of sloppy action on the offensive end for the Lady Wolverines here. They're unable to really keep control of the ball, but luckily it was last touched by Central, so it will remain Lady Wolverine basketball.
Thought Butterball was for Thanksgiving, but here we are.
Savannah Martinez inbounds the ball to McKay Failer. McKay Failer gets a nice little screen set for by Camden Sheets. Feeds it over to Paisley Jackson. Paisley Jackson back out to number 11. Back to Savannah Martinez. She fakes the three. Almost a walk. She almost got called for that. Savannah Martinez back over to McKay Fagler. Back over to Camden Sheets for three. No good off the rebound. But the rebound stolen away by Paisley Jackson. That's just outworking somebody, and she did drag that foot. Poor Ella Judd didn't know whether she wanted to pass it, dribble it, or shoot it, and that pivot foot did not stay down. So Central basketball. Trying to get you an idea who's still on the court. Mia Garrick, who's been on the court basically the whole game for Central, brings it up. She dribbles to the left side of the three-point line, looking for someone to pass to. She finds Madison Bailey. Madison Bailey loses control of the ball, and it winds up in Brogan Allen's hands, and she converts from about 6 feet out for her 7-point of the game. 13-12, Riverton leads. They just break the press completely by just throwing right over the top of it. Quick shot by McKay Fagler from about 15 goes unrewarded, but fight for the offensive rebound, and she puts it back up. A miss, but she is hacked, so she will get 2 shots. The foul is going to be called on Madison Bailey, her third, with only 6:08, so I thoroughly expect Central to sub her out here.
This is the Lady Wolverines' chance to make some headway with a 13-12 game. Now 14.
McKay Fagler drills that one, and that's her first of the night.
13 back in for the Wolverines.
Okay, we got Haley Engstrom out, and I'm assuming that Madison Bailey came out. I was looking at the scorebook here. Dribbles a couple of times, and the free throw is up, and it just rolls in for Miss McKay Fagler, and she comes out of the game right after that. Get a breather, and Gracie Olsheiser will be coming in. So we're back to normal action, so to speak. Central bringing the ball up. Once again, as always, it's Mia Garrick. And to the Central fans, if I'm mispronouncing her name, I do apologize. Drive by, I think that was scored by number 13. We're going to give it to her, and that's 2. Riverton scores. Central scores. But again, breaking the press with a long pass is Riverton. But they do go ahead and turn it over.
Slip past Martinez and went out.
So
Missed
right now, Alan Brogan is, Brogan Allen, is the leading scorer for Central. Leading scorer for Riverton, Savannah Martinez. Riverton works it inside the paint, up and hoop and harm. That's number 22. Number 22, Ava Clements, gets the basket and will get to earn the traditional three-pointer if she can make it. The foul is on Savannah Martinez. That is her first. That is the team's 6th. So the next foul by the Lady Wolverines will equal the bonus and a one-on-one opportunity for the rest of 5 minutes and 32 of the first half. That shot also gave the Lady Indians a lead in this game at 16-15. She dribbles, she puts that free throw up, and it is pure. So, they've waved it off for a lane violation, I do believe.
Oof.
So that's unfortunate if you're a Central fan. They does give them a chance to set up the full court press. The press, Fegler's trying to break it, and she's probably not going to be able to dribble out of this, but she gets bailed out a little bit as Drew Mirich gets called for a foul on a hand check. That will be her first. That is also the 6th on them. So next foul by everybody in the bonus, everybody shooting one-on-one. Inbounded by Riverton. They get it across the line, not as much of a full court press put up. Little running jumper missed by Fegler. The rebound by Riverton misses on the rebound. Fegler tracks down yet another offensive board. Like to see them swing that out there we go and get reset a little bit. Savannah Martinez attempts to drive, gets called for a foul on the floor by she was fouled by number 13. That's Morgan Kirkbride, who's checked in for the Central Indians. So this means Savannah Martinez will be in the she'll get to go shoot 1-and-1 and try and tie it up and possibly give Riverton their lead back again.
20 in for Central.
20 is Rory Cowley. She just came in for Eva Clements. Savannah Martinez has been given the ball by the ref. She's going to take a couple dribbles, put the free throw up, and good. And everybody runs away as if not realizing she gets another one.
Hey, that's a happy accident if you ask the Wolverines fans.
So she's gonna get another one here, and she can give the Wolverines back the lead here with 5:06 to play here at Wolverine Gymnasium on the campus of Riverton High School. The second shot is up, and it's off the front rim, but a great offensive rebound by Haley Engstrom, but she is tied up for, I think, only this 3rd jump ball of the game. We're not near the Shoshone record yet, but due to alternating possessions, it's going to stay with the Lady Wolverines. And it looks like McKay Fegler is going to inbound the ball. She mounts it to Paisley Jackson. Paisley Jackson puts up a little running 15er. No good. Rebound by Central.
Central is able to get enough of a hand on that to change the direction. No good for the Wolverines.
Central feeds it down low. They're trying to go in the post, which they've done most of the game, and they're up and good. That basket by Morgan Kirkbride makes it 18-16. Central on the inbound. Haley Engstrom trying to take it all the way, goes all the way to the basket, and Central really had no choice but to foul her as she broke the press with ease and got down in the post. So that foul is going to go on Rory Cowley. Number 20, that's going to be her first, but it is going to be a 2-shot foul, so a chance to tie it back up for Haley here. And to get her first 2 points of the game. She takes that free throw, and it bounces around the rim and out. So now only a chance to bring it within 1. There's going to be a substitution on the floor as Brogan Allen comes out, and for Central, and Cameron Temple comes in for her. Here's going to be the second free throw for Haley Engstrom. She sets, she fires, and she's pure there.
Nothing but
so
net.
That's her first points of the game with 4:41 to go. It is 18-17, Central Lady Indians over the Riverton Lady Warriors, and they have taken a timeout here. I did not see if they signaled full or 30, but we're going to take that break with them here on KTAK.
Hi, this is Terry Banker. I'm minister at New Hope Christian Church in Lander, Wyoming. We want to support the kids of this area academically, athletically, and spiritually. Our address is 630 Mount Hope Drive. Come to Sunday school at 9:30 and our worship service at 10:45.
Former university.
Welcome back to the Bill Stranagan Basketball Classic Tournament coverage here on KTAK. Just a reminder, we do have the Lander game on right now as the Lady Tigers are in action on KFCW. That call with Ernie and Josh. So if you're looking for that game, jump on over to 93.1. Here on KTAK, we've got a really close game, 18-17. Lady Indians of Central lead, and they're going to drive it all the way down the court and spot up for a wide-open jumper. Completely misses everything. Rebound by Riverton. She really needs to watch out. Those 4 people are chasing after her, and they said, they called a walk. I thought we were going to get a jump ball, but turnover by the Lady Wolverines here, and so we basically reset what we did about 14 seconds ago with 4:24 to play. Central Lady Indians bringing it up into the front court. Pretty much that has been Mia Garrett's responsibility the entire time. She dishes. She gets it stolen by McKay Fagler, who's going to bring it up and reset the offense. Swings it over to Maddie Fossey. I think this may be the first time I've seen her in the game, or Maddie. I'm not sure which. And a little bit of lackadaisicalness with the ball, but they're able to keep it. Paisley Jackson drives in the hole and misses, but draws the harm. So she will get to go to the line. The foul is on number 13, Morgan Kirkbride. That's her second of the ball game. Shooting 2 shots will be Paisley Jackson. She has 2 points so far today, and she has a chance to give Riverton the lead again.
We want to thank you for watching and whatever form you're watching today on either WyoToday.com. We have YouTube streaming as well if you're trying to watch from a smart TV. It's a great way to watch the game, Kevin.
TVs are smart?
Well, compared to...
I've seen the Terminator movies. You need to stop. Okay, we've got a little break in the action, and I'm not sure what's going on. We got an official standing over at the scorer's table.
Maybe they want to see how long the cheerleaders can keep the spirit fingers.
He's looking through the door. I think it may be because we have people coming in and I don't know. Or, no, it seems to be a clock issue, actually. Suddenly, we only have 34.7 seconds left in the first half. Yes, that was remarkably quick. Right now, I'm just hoping we do not go to a referees will keep it on the floor, because then my job gets extremely difficult as far as letting you know where it is. Okay, so we got it set. We have 3 minutes and 47 seconds left in the half, not 34.7. So do wonder if that will ice Paisley Jackson at all, but she goes to the line, puts the first free throw up, and it's off the back iron and missed. So now she still has a chance to tie it here with her second shot, as it was a shooting foul. That's 9 total fouls on the visitors from Cheyenne. The free throw is up, and it is good. So that's her third point of the game. We are tied 18-18 with it being 9 fouls now on Central. The next one will put them in double bonus, 2 shots every time they go to the line. Central drives in the middle, shoots a 3 off target, rebound by Riverton. Riverton wisely chooses to slow it up slightly, but now back onto the break. They swing it down to 15. 15 goes in for the shot, completely misses everything. Central gets the board. It looks like we're going to have a jump ball, and boy, you want to talk about some tenacity, and there was some anger in that one.
A knee brace came off.
I enjoy that. Yes, number 24, Cameron Temple's knee brace came flying off, and evidently she says don't need it. But because it was a jump ball, it's going to be Cheyenne Central's ball. The tenacity there, though, was by, I'm trying to catch a number, but she
15.
got 15. Thank you.
I got you.
By Jordanelle Anderson. That was some intensity and some tenacity. Central drives the lane, blocked by number 25, Gracie Olheiser, and it leads to Riverton going into a break. Not much there for a break, but it will look like maybe a secondary break type situation. They feed it down to number 10, who is absolutely stuffed by 24. And I'll tell y'all now who haven't heard me before, I am always fair, and that was a clean block, but they're going to call the foul, so we'll take it because there'll be enough during the season that go against us that shouldn't have gone. So
it all evens out.
McKay Fagler's going to the line for 2 free throws, chance to give them the lead with either shot. That foul, by the way, was called on Cameron Temple, her second. The first free throw is up and good.
Substitutions, 23, 11, and 12 in for the Wolverines.
Moderate wholesale substitutions here.
It was buy one, get 2 free.
That only happens at the Belk in the southeast where I'm from. Fegler's going to go up and shoot the second one. It's up, and it is off the back iron, rebounded by Central. Central looking to push the action here with 2:57 to play. Swings it across, and when you push the action and go into the heart of the defense, you sometimes have a turnover, and that's exactly what we have here. 19-18 with 2:54 to play in the half. The Lady Wolverines lead the Lady Indians, and we have a timeout by Central. It is going to be a 30-second timeout, so we're going to keep it right here on KTAK. Right now, just give you a real quick update. Leading scorer for the Wolverines is still Savannah Martinez. She has 7 and 1 personal foul. For the Central Indians, it is 7 by Brogan Allen. So the people down in the post, a little bit more size to them, are dominating today. There is one player in what I would consider foul trouble right now. That is Madison Bailey of Central. She got a quick 3 of them. Got very quick 2 in the first 4 minutes, and then got another one about 2 minutes after coming back in. So I seriously doubt we'll see her the rest of the first half.
Now, if you're watching on WyoToday.com on any of our platforms, the Wolverines are dressed in their white uniforms today with red letters and black trim. And on the other end of the spectrum, we have Central with their red jerseys, red shorts, black letters, and white trim.
Inbounded, and the press is broken by Riverton. 12's going to swing it over to Fegler. Fegler going to drive a little bit. Wisely pulls it back out. Swings it up top to Paisley Jackson. Paisley Jackson, we're going to set up a 3 from 12. Bam! Camden Sheets from way downtown. That gives her 5 points on the game and gives the Wolverines a 22-18 lead with 2:25 to play. Central drives right back down. Garrick pushing the pace as she always does, feeds it over to Rory Cowley, who gets it up and in and one. So she's going to go to the line. The foul was on number 23, Martinez. That's her second. And we've got a long ponytail covering up a number going to the free throw line.
20, I believe.
20. Rory Cowley. I think I even said that. So she completes the traditional three-point play to make it a 1-point game with just over 2 minutes to go in the first half. 22-21 Riverton. Riverton is really having some great success breaking this press with the long passes, and they do it once again. They settle down into their half court. Savannah Martinez has got it up top. She's going to hand it over to Fegler. Fegler's going to swing it to Jackson. Jackson up top, swings it back to Savannah Martinez for 3. That doesn't even look good, and it is no good. It looked off target the whole way, and it's going to allow Central to come out on the break. Garrick pushing the pace. She's going to find number 20 open from 15. She hits it off the side iron. Central gets the rebound, and number 15, is it? Yes. 15, Ella Gillum, who's in the game, gets 2 and gives Central the lead, 23-22 with 1:23 to play in the first half.
You know,
and now,
we did that thing again, didn't we?
Inbounded in and a quick foul, which struck me as odd. A quick hold. That's going to be 1-1. So, no, that's going to be 2, actually, as that's foul number 10. So putting him in a double bonus, really kind of uncharacteristic from what we've seen this whole game with Garrick being the point guard and the leader to get such a cheap foul for Central at this stage of the game. It was a cheap hold, and it's going to allow Paisley Jackson to go to the line. I do believe that's Paisley Jackson to go to the line and get a shot at 2 freebies here with 1:21 to go in the half. First one is up, and rattles in and out.
During her free throw, she has a little sidestep she does.
Yes, she does. She does have this little routine, and I remember back in the day from playing youth all the way up, they say do the same thing every time. So if it works, it works.
Unless it just doesn't feel right, then it's.
We have another bit of an issue.
Central foul 10. Garrett.
Foul on Garrett.
Yes, that was the foul that was on the hold. They just never got it up and right. That's her first, so she's just fine as their starting point guard. Paisley Jackson with a chance to tie it here with the second of 2 free throws, and she swishes that nothing but nylon. So we are at 23-23 with 1:21 to go in the first half. A much different style of game and a much more competitive game than the first 2 we saw today.
That's true. Also, just complete different ball game. Another foul's going to be called on the court.
Riverton Central feeds the ball into the post, number 15, and she goes up, and she doesn't really get the shot off all that well, but she was really shoved in the back. So that foul is on number 25. That's Gracie Olheiser. That's her first. Welcome to varsity ball in your first foul. And means 15, Ella Gillum's going to the line. She puts that first one up, and that is good.
You know, although we did 2 games today, we kind of lucked out in the fact of they all had the exact same colors as the opponent.
It's been that way all day. We got red and black, red and black, red and black. As a University of Georgia grad, though, I'm very happy to see a lot of red and black. So the second free throw is up. It hits every inch of the iron, but falls in for Ella Gillum's 4-point and a 2-point lead. And Riverton immediately turns it right back over as they try and get over the half-court line with 1:05 to play. Garrick is coming back down. She swings it out to 20, who would have probably shot the 3 there but couldn't control the ball. They're swinging around. They go inside to 15 again. She doesn't get up and in, and it looks like it's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Central. So that's going to be a turnover with 53.3 seconds left. The Lady Indians lead the Lady Wolverines 25-23.
Central having some communication problems once they get inside.
Riverton brings in the half court. They're trying to set the half court press, our Lady Indians. A lot of one pass too many, I do believe, by Savannah Martinez. She had an open look, but trying to be unselfish. She tried to feed Fegler, who never even got her hands on the ball. It was stolen right away. In the ensuing transition, there's a foul called on Fegler. That's going to be her second one, and that's going to send Ella Gillum to the line, who has been lights out from the free throw line so far. And I only say lights out because I don't think I've seen anybody so far today hit 2 in a row.
That's fair.
She's the only one. So this would be her third in a row. It's up and it's good. So
you just had to say it.
I had to say it, even though we wanted to miss. It's the home broadcast team. But
Judd back in for the Wolverines.
Jordanelle Anderson back in as well. Kind of what I expected. I expected with so little time left that they would probably get Fegler out of the game so she didn't get a cheap third one. Ella Gillum puts up the second of 2 and nails that one. So she's 4 for 4, I do believe, from the line. Inbounded by Riverton. They're now down by 4, 27-23. I do believe this is their largest deficit of the game. Thrown to nobody, but luckily no defenders are near there, so Wolverines are able to track it down with under 30 left. Surprised the push-off wasn't called there, but that's okay. Fed into the post, missed. Number 1 gets a rebound for Riverton. Ball's kind of all over the place. They swing it. Savannah Martinez up top. She's going to try 3. No, it's left short. She gets her own rebound, though. She's going to spin, go up, and she leaves it short again. Rebound goes to Central. Central has about 7 seconds. Garrick bringing it up. Oh, they feed a wide open Gillum in the post, but she airballs it. And there's going to get the shot off at the buzzer. No good. That attempt was by Drew Mirich. So at the end of the first half, in an absolute barn burner of a game, the Lady Indians of Cheyenne Central 27, the Lady Wolverines of Riverton High School 23. We're going to take a real quick break, and we'll be back on KTAK with the Click It or Ticket. No, not the Click It or Ticket. Who's with the WyoToday halftime show?
It's us. It's us, Kevin.
It's us. But if you want to sponsor the halftime show of Riverton games this year, you just give me a call Monday through Friday.
We're now going to plug that every single time. Folks,
yes.
We'll be back here on KTAK, streaming live with WyoToday Media, both on Facebook and on YouTube.
Allen is worthy of Wyoming.
23 plays into my first start here at the University of Wyoming. I dropped back, kind of went through a progression. I saw the middle of the field kind of open up. I decided to lower my shoulder. His helmet went straight into my collarbone here. We landed on the 20-yard line. At that moment, I knew something was really bad.
So Josh's collarbone was pretty bad. He had broken in multiple places, and it required hardware fixation with the plate in order to get it back together.
It was devastating news to me and my family, just knowing that, it could have ended 23 plays in.
We had no question whether we could perform the surgery here, given our wider range of varying subspecialties within orthopedics.
I would recommend Premier Bone and Joint Centers. The thing that made me feel really comfortable with them was they made it feel like your own family.
I think he'll have no problem performing in the NFL. His rehab and his recovery done very well, and I don't see any restrictions on him whatsoever.
They want the best for you, and they won't steer you wrong.
Let us show you why we're worthy of Wyoming.
Riverton Vision Center offers comprehensive eye health exams, highly trained staff, and a large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Ballard, Dr. Hinkle, and Dr. Frazier offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
There are two ways to buy 4x4 gear, the expensive way and the smart way. The expensive way is when you buy a new truck or SUV and the dealer sells you the brush guard, the heavy-duty bumpers, the steps, lights, winch, you name it. He rolls it all in with your loan into your monthly payment. But here's the smart way. Shop at Wyoming 4x4, where you get expert advice from Dan, quality gear, professional installation, all for a whole lot less than you'd spend at a car dealer. Wyoming 4x4 on North Federal in Riverton. The smart way to roll.
From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. For more than 25 years, we've aimed to provide the best internet and phone service to meet the needs of our customers all across the great state of Wyoming. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you. Wyoming.com. We're out there.
And welcome back to KTAK's coverage of the Bill Stranagan Basketball Classic Tournament. We are at halftime here between the Lady Indians of Cheyenne Central, or is it Central Cheyenne? Which one is it?
I think it's Cheyenne Central.
Okay, Cheyenne Central and the Lady Wolverines of Riverton High School. Going to give you a little bit of the WyoToday halftime report. Of course, if you want to sponsor the halftime report, give us a call Monday through Friday. We do have that opening.
That phone number is 856-2251, and you can call anytime.
All right. Leading scorers for the game right now, and somewhere in the whole action, I have missed a point.
Whoops.
I've got the score, the total score right, but I can't find out who I shorted on Riverton. But I do believe Savannah Martinez is the leading scorer with 7. Camden Sheets has got 5. 3 different players, Jackson, Fegler, Olheiser. If anybody knows that name, just call me on Monday, let me know, and I'll correct it. Olheiser each have 3, and Haley Engstrom has hit 1 free throw. On the other side of the ledger, Mirich has 3, Cowley has 3, Mia Garrick has 2, Kirkbride has 4. Leading scorer is Brogan Allen with 7, and Ella Gillum right behind, which is really impressive because Ella Gillum really didn't start scoring for Central until about the final 4 minutes of the half.
Someone lit a fire somewhere.
And someone did light a fire there. And once again, this is the Bill Stranagan Basketball Classic. We'll be right back with you on KTAK. I'm going to try and see if I can get you a few scores from some of the action going on at Lander Valley.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
Why should you choose Lander Medical Clinic or Western Family Care for your health care? In addition to 4 locations in Fremont County, they also provide telehealth. Telehealth can be your go-to answer when you're out of town, on the road, or just can't get to urgent care. All you need is a good internet connection. To schedule a telehealth appointment, call 332-3941 today. That's 332-3941. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care. With telehealth, they're putting your health first every time.
When you purchase your car, Do you know if you got the best payment possible? The answer is probably no. Oftentimes, your loan is packed with additional charges that can drive your monthly payment higher than it should be, costing you thousands of dollars more for your car. Hi, this is Patty, and here is your second chance to get the payment you deserve. Visit Atlantic City Federal Credit Union today for a courtesy loan review. We've helped our members save money by refinancing their vehicle with us. Now it's your turn. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
Bailey's Enterprises is a proud sponsor of Riverton Wolverines football. For over 50 years, Bailey's has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service and to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey, go Wolverines.
Welcome back to KTAK's coverage of Lady Wolverine basketball, and welcome to those who are viewers of ours on WyoToday's Facebook page. We've got about a minute 42 left in the half. The boys have been warming up for both Central and for Riverton. Girls are making their way back on the court. We do have a score update from Lander Valley High School. Lander Valley girls are actually beating the Sheridan girls 26-19 as they come out of half. So here we are at 27-23. Central leads at the moment, and we will be back with you in about 45 seconds for all the second half action.
Watch where you're going.
Whoa! Ever since Rudolph got a new phone, he's been paying more attention to it than the road. I don't even think he realizes how dangerous it is.
Come on, man.
Rudolph, it's not very bright to be distracted during flight. Pay attention, keep it straight, put your device down, it can wait.
No elves were harmed in the making of this commercial.
Stop the texts, stop the wrecks. Brought to you by WYDOT.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
And welcome back to WTAK. This is Kevin Shields, voice of the Wolverines. Wolverines are going to start this second half with the ball. Savannah Martinez inbounds over to Camden Sheets, who drives to the corner, throws over to Savannah Martinez down in the corner. She looks for the three. She's like that shot. She almost lost possession, regains it, kicks it back up top. Once again, back into Martinez's hand. She's up top from about 15. She swings it back over to Camden Sheets. Camden Sheets going to bring it out a little bit, reset the offense, swings it to her left. Nice little screen, a little pick and roll action. 15, Jornell Anderson doesn't get the shot to fall, but does draw the foul. That's going to be the first foul of the half. It's going to lead to two shots. The foul is going to be on Cowley of Central. That's her second foul of the night. Anderson with the first free throw. It is up and front rim to back rim and off. No good. Still 27-23 with 7:34 to go. Second shot upcoming. She takes a couple dribbles, spins in the air, crouches, puts the ball up, and swishes it through. That's Jornell Anderson's first points of the game, I do believe. And that here comes Central once again with Mia Garrick leading the charge up the court. She's going to swing it into the post. A little bit better pass probably would have led to two, but now we've got a scrum on the floor, and we are going to have a Shoshone-Sheridan staple, a jump ball. Jump ball, because of the alternating possessions, is going to stay with Central. They're going to put Garrick on the baseline to inbounds underneath her own basket or slightly to her left of it. She looks, gets it into Madison Bailey. Bailey is going to take it, swing it over to Kirkbride. Kirkbride swings it over to Garrick. Garrick puts up a 15-footer miss. Rebound by 13, but it falls short. But then, bad turnover by Riverton. A drive misses, and then Brogan out. Can't even get the offensive rebound and put back. So after all that scrum, it turns out to be Riverton basketball. Riverton's going to bring it up. Ball being brought up by Camden Sheets. Sheets fakes her right, goes to her left, feeds it over to Savannah Martinez. Savannah Martinez swings it over to Ella Judd. Judd takes a 15-footer, no good. Rebound by 25, though, for Riverton, but it's taken right away, just ripped from her arms by Rory Cowley. But turnover right back to Judd. And Judd on the pass, right before she got the pass off, is called for the travel, so it's going to be a turnover on the Lady Wolverines here with 6:37 to play. 27-24. The good guys, the home team, are not winning, but they're right there knocking on that door. Garrick gets the inbound for Central. She's going to bring it up. She stops her dribble around the three-point line, feeds the middle to Allen. Allen's going to kick it right back out, and it's stolen by Camden Sheets. Sheets is going to bring the ball up. She looks over. She finds 25, Gracie Olheiser. Olheiser makes a little bit of a move. Actually gets it. Savannah Martinez for three. Bam! From way downtown, Savannah Martinez. That is her big three, and that ties the game at 27. Central looking to answer. They drive into the lane. They put up a layup. It's going to be no good by Kirkbride, but she is going to draw the foul and go to the line. Shooting two. That foul is going to be on number 11. That's going to be on Ella Judd. That's her third. So she's going to join Central's Madison Bailey in a little bit of foul concern. Kirkbride is going to the line. Shooting two. Kirkbride puts it up and in and regains the lead for Central as she swishes that home. Substitution is Jordanelle Anderson comes out, and Fegler goes right back in. Got a little bit of a breather, back in the game. Kirkbride going to take a couple dribbles and put up the second of the two shots she earned by getting hacked. Free throw is up, and it is good as well. So at 6 minutes to go, 6 minutes to go in the third quarter, it's 29-27. Lady Indians of Cheyenne Central. A little bit of substitution going on. We'll get to that. Rusty had to leave for a few minutes. And help with another broadcast, so it's just me right now. So inbound, they're trying to set up the press, kind of half-heartedly trying to set up the press at Central, as Riverton's able to break it very easily, and not much contestation. They swing it around the horn. They wind up in 25's hand. She's going to shoot a three and just rims it barely out. Rebound goes to Central, but it is stolen away by Ella Judd, and Savannah Martinez has it. She's going to feed the post to Fegler. Fegler puts up an air ball. Coach McIntosh screaming for a foul, but the break for Central comes down. They put it up. They miss as well. Rebound by Riverton. Riverton's Camden Sheets with the ball, and they whistle the play dead. Morgan Kirkbride with a hack, trying to get a little too aggressive, as the refs so far in the third quarter have let a little bit of physicality go. Makes for a better basketball game, in my opinion. But it's just 29-27, still with 5:21 to go in the third quarter. Riverton's going to be inbounding the ball, but the unfortunate part of it being a foul instead of just a steal is that Central's going to be able to set up that press, and we already have seen it have some effect tonight. We saw it a lot in the Shoshone girls versus the Sheridan sophomore girls. They're able to inbound the ball. Central kind of looks to trap. They don't. They wind up slapping the ball out of Fegler's hands, Dick Garrick, but it winds up going out of bounds still to Riverton. But they are going to reset up this press on a sideline inbound, a little bit more difficult. Inbound goes to Savannah Martinez and immediately stolen by Garrick, who feeds a little pass into number 20, who misses a pretty easy put-up. Rebounded by Savannah Martinez. They're setting up the trap anyway. Savannah Martinez dribbles right into it, gets it stolen. Rebound, steal and score by number 20. Rory Cowley. That's her first of the second half, first two of the second half. And Riverton now deciding to go back to the long pass that seemingly worked out so well. They get it above the time, beyond the timeline. They're going to swing it up, set up their half-court offense. Looks like maybe trying to set up a little pick and roll, but they don't. Savannah Martinez is going to jack a three. She's no good. Rebound goes to Central. Garrick is looking to push the pace, doesn't, but then throws a hard long pass. And we were over on the sideline. Back up top to Garrick. Garrick's going to shoot a three now. She's going to miss. And, two Central players just took each other out on the rebound. But it was touched last by Riverton as it goes out of bounds. So it remains Central ball. Number 1, Paisley Jackson, is coming in for Camden Sheets here for Riverton. As we got 4:19 left to go in the third quarter, it is a 4-point game, 31-27 in favor of the Lady Indians from Cheyenne. Inbound from the corner goes up top. They're going to swing it around, try and feed the post. Central's going to drive down the middle, or down the side lane, lay it up, and good by number 3. That's Bailey. That's her first points of the game. While trying to press, Central forces Riverton to walk the tight line between in and out on the sideline, and they're not successful in doing so, so it's going to be a turnover. So we got a timeout. We got a full timeout by Coach McIntosh of Riverton. We're going to take that break here with you. Once again, you're listening to WTAK, and we'll be back momentarily.
In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more, is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
Is your resolution this year to be healthier? You may have made a commitment to improve your physical health, but don't forget about your financial health. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union is listed as one of the healthiest credit unions in the U.S., and we are the healthiest credit union in Wyoming, according to depositaccounts.com. Don't risk having your accounts anywhere else. Become a member today and accomplish your first resolution by becoming healthier. Financially speaking, that is. Federally insured by NCUA. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
And we're back here on WTAK and Wyoming Media's Facebook page on the video side. Thankfully, we were able to get through those 2 commercials thanks to the Riverton cheerleaders who seemingly went a little overtime as they were getting a little bit of a look from the refs. Central was able to inbounds the ball, get it up in the half court, and set up their half court offense. Garrett going to drive. She puts up a 2. She banks it in and home. That's her first 2. And now we're up to a 35-27 lead for the Lady Indians of Central. This is an 8-point lead for them, is their biggest of the game. They set up their press. Riverton looking to inbound. They get the ball inbound to Paisley Jackson, who's able to bring it into the front court. She is fouled pretty hard the whole way up, and they're going to call that. And she took a little bit of a dive, but I do believe as the smile on the face of number 3 for Central, Madison Bailey, that's exactly what that was, a dive trying to draw a foul. So that's on her, Madison Bailey. That's her 4th. 1 more, and she is disqualified, so they're going to send a sub in, but don't get it in quite in time. Riverton inbounds as it was the team first. Throw, nice backdoor cut by number 13, Haley Engstrom, who puts it up and in to make it 35-29. But Central comes right back down the floor, puts it up and in on a layup. They get the hoop and the harm. Little bit of Riverton celebrating a little too much and not getting back on defense. So Rory Cowley is going to take advantage of Haley Engstrom's foul there. She's going to get 2 points, and she's going to earn a 3-pointer on the old traditional, old-fashioned way. Cowley goes to the line, puts up the free throw, and it's good. She's the leading scorer in the second half with 5 for Central. Riverton inbound. Central, of course, in their press. Riverton's going to break that press relatively easily. A little bit of sloppy ball handling almost leads to a turnover. They get it back. They put it up and off the glass. That was number 1, Paisley Jackson for 2. 38-31 with 3:09 to play in the third. Gary is going to bring it up. She's going to swing it over. 13 drives, puts up a layup, and she is fouled. She will go to the line as she was shooting. That was Kirkbride. The foul is going to be called on Paisley Jackson, her first. 13 foul. So Kirkbride is going to go to the line here. Shooting 2. She takes a few short dribbles, puts up the first one, and it's well short off the front iron. the crowd getting a little more into it as they could feel we're at a tipping point here. It could go either way as far as the momentum could go all Central's way, and this game could get out of hand with a 7-point lead, or they could come right back in. The student section standing up here in those ugliest of ugly sweaters, and I think one guy in wrapping paper. Kurt Bright takes a few short dribbles, puts the second one up, puts it just over the iron and up and good. So it's 39-31 with 3:02 to play in the third quarter. Riverton going to be inbounding the ball. Of course, Central setting up the press again. So let's see how that goes. So Paisley Jackson's going to look to break the press all by herself. She does so, and she's trying to work her way to the basket. She does. She draws a foul. The shot doesn't go, but she took it all the way in there, got a little running jumper, fell just a little bit short off the backboard, but she is going to go to the line for two. Central foul is on Ella Gillum. That's her first, and that will send Paisley Jackson to the line shooting two. It is therefore team foul with 2:52 to go. The first free throw is up, and it circles the rim, but won't go down that drain, so it's no good. So still an 8-point lead here for Cheyenne Central. Paisley Jackson going to take one dribble, put the second one up, and that rims out as well. So an empty trip, but a turnover quickly on a bad pass by Central. Riverton brings it up. Paisley Jackson's going to shoot a three, and it's not going to be good. It's going to be rebounded by Central. Central throwing a few elbows, and then they get a little ticky-tack foul on number 11. That's going to be a foul on Ella Judd. That's going to be number 4 on her, I do believe. Wait for the official word. It is her 4th foul, and it is the team 4th foul. So they're going to have to pull Ella Judd out, and I would be surprised if we saw her for an extended period of time being with 4 fouls, same as I expect with Bailey with Central. So Garrick's going to bring it up for Central into the half court. They're going to swing it over to Mirich. Mirich is going to feed the post, and they're going to just slightly misfeed it, and they're going to dribble it out of bounds. It's going to lead to a turnover. Again, gotten a little sloppy as we talked to all the coaches leading up into these games. Conditioning was going to be a factor. 3 games in 3 days is a lot. So Paisley Jackson's going to bring the ball up into the front court. She's going to get fouled yet again as she's able to push the action. The foul is going to go against Rory Cowley. That's going to be her 3rd, team 5th. So Riverton's going to inbounds. They inbound to Fegler. Fegler's going to swing it all the way over to Jackson, who is fouled. She tries to act like she was in the shooting motion. That was an NBA-like attempt. It looked good. And Rory Cowley picks up a foul within less than 5 seconds of game time. So that's her 4th foul and the team 6th foul. So the next foul by Central will lead to the bonus for Riverton, and Cowley's actually going to have to sit out. That's 2 players now for Central with 4 fouls. Fegler's going to inbound it from her right side of our backboard. She inbounds it to number 13. Number 13 with a little spinning fadeaway, misses. Good rebound. Rebound attempt is no good, though. Number 15, look at her go. Again, the intensity by Miss Jordanelle Anderson. The guts, the intestinal fortitude. Incredible. And again, the same player's knee brace comes off, and she throws it to the side as if she doesn't need it. So ball does go out of bounds. It's going to be Riverton's ball. Savannah Martinez swings it up to Sheets. Sheets tries to swing it over to Fegler, but gets it stolen. Central on the break. Number 1 puts it up and in for 2. That was Mirich with the 2. 1:47 to play. It's now a 10-point lead for the Lady Indians over the hometown Wolverines. Oh, and the crowd goes nuts as Camden Sheets just did an and one type move. For those of you who've seen the and one tour at street basketball, shook her out of her shoes and made her fall flat on her keister. And the crowd went nuts. Unfortunately, no points were scored out of it, and the turnover was taken and it went out of bounds. And so it's now Central's ball with a 10-point lead with 1:33 to go in the third. We're getting into some critical time here because if you're Riverton, you cannot go down by a whole lot more than this and expect to come back. So they swing it around the outside. Central does. Central's off her foot. No kick ball dive. We're going to have a Shoshone versus Sheridan special jump ball. because of the alternating possessions in the possession era. It is going to be Riverton's ball, so the lead stands at 10 with 1:20 to go in the third quarter. Riverton is going to inbound the basketball. They're going to bring it over the timeline, as does Fossey. Fossey loses control and gives up the turnover. Central on the break. They feed it over to Cameron Temple, who, what are they going to call here? A charge against Temple is called. That was kind of up in the air about what they were going to call. One ref deferred to the other. The charge was drawn by Miss Savannah Martinez. She put her body on the line there. Foul is on number 13 by Central, Morgan Kilbride. That is going to be, if they've got the number right, that seems wrong. I didn't think it was number 13, but we're going to go with, they're saying that's her fourth. So now there's multiple people in foul trouble for Central. So that could pan out for a comeback here. But almost turned the ball over. But Riverton breaks out, 13 on a drive, and oh, what a block by Cameron Temple to answer for what had happened on the other end of the court. 57.1 left in the third quarter. It's 41-31. Lady Indians, the ball did go out of bounds on the block. Inbounded by Riverton. They're going to swing it up top. Swinging it back. A three-pointer is up and well short. Air ball by number 10. And we're down on the floor, and Central's going to come out of it with the ball. And then we're going to get a foul called, I do believe, on Jordanelle Anderson, number 15. That's going to be the 5th team foul on the Lady Wolverines. It is on Jordanelle Anderson. Team 5th. They are in the bonus for the rest of the game, so Riverton will be shooting 1-1 the rest of the way out. But still a 10-point game with 43.9 left. Central has the ball. They will be inbounding it at the three-quarter court mark. The referee is, I don't know what they're doing. It looks like coaches are getting in an argument. The coaches are discussing something with the ref. I'm not exactly sure what. Referee's going to come over to Coach McIntosh as well. Then they're going to stop again. And now all the refs are going to get in a big conference and try and figure out something that we don't know what they're discussing, obviously. Coach McIntosh was not a part of the powwow at the midcourt, so there's no idea what is exactly going on here. Don't want to take a break, though, because we might be right back. They're coming over here talking to the official scorekeeper. It may be that they got the foul wrong on the charge earlier, which is what I thought they did. They gave it to Kirkbride, but I did not believe it was her on the foul. I thought it was Cameron Temple, and that is exactly what they just fixed. So if I'm not mistaken, McBride will go down to 3 fouls, and they just flash up Cameron Temple, go up to 3 fouls as well. So we're back at action. Central inbounds ball, drives it up into the half court. They're swinging it a little bit around the horn. Driving to the middle is number 1. Number 1 puts up a layup, gets her own rebound after a miss. She goes straight up, blocked. No, they're going to call a foul. They're going to call a foul. I'm guessing they're going to say they got her with the body. The foul is on number 12, Camden Sheets. That's her second. Team 6, so the next one that committed by Riverton will put them in bonus. We'll put Central on the bonus. 2 shots. First one is a high arcing shot and off for Mirich, number 1, who's shooting the free throws for Central.
Returning for Riverton, 15.
Couple of substitutions. We'll get to those when we can, or you'll pick up on when they get involved in the action. Mirich is going to bounce the ball a couple times and put up that second free throw. Once again, very high arcing and very well short, just barely glancing off the iron. Rebound by Paisley Jackson, who brings it up. Can't get over the timeline, has to divvy it up to Camden Sheets, who does get it off the timeline. Camden Sheets, Central now trying to trap. They do have Camden trapped, and they do get the turnover off the trap. Fast break coming here. Garrick's going to drive down. She's going to kick it out for a little 15-footer. 15-footer's out. Guess who? Rebounded by Brogdon Allen. She misses. Another rebound on the offensive side. Missed again. Haley Engstrom comes out of the pile with the rebound. And then the third quarter is going to expire before a shot can get off. flurry of action there as they go to the break between third and fourth quarter. We're going to take a break as well. Remember, you're listening to WTAK. We'll be right back.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Worland, Basin, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
Welcome back to KTAK's coverage of the Bill Stranagan Basketball Classic Tournament here on the campus of Riverton High School. We enter the fourth quarter, 8 minutes to play. The Lady Indians of Cheyenne Central lead 41-31 over the Lady Wolverines of Riverton. 10-point game is definitely within reach, but they're going to have to start getting stops. Riverton starts with the ball. Central starts with the ball, feeds the post. She goes up, and she is hacked on the way up. That was all elbow and wrist and no ball. So 24 is going to go to the line. That's Cameron Temple. She's going to be shooting 2 here. And that foul is going to be on Paisley Jackson, her second as well. Cameron Temple with a couple dribbles, puts the free throw up and good. Cameron Temple going to get the second one. Both teams now in the bonus. Central Indians with a couple people with 4 fouls, so they are in some foul trouble. Student section trying to rile the free throw shooter up. They fail at that, and the second free throw is up and good. So it's 43-31 with 7:49 to go in the game. Riverton inbounds and is looking to push the pace. They've got an easy layup, it looks like, and they get it. That's Paisley Jackson for 2. The assist coming from Fegler on a nice way of breaking the press and feeding. So we're back to a 10-point game, 43-33. Central Indians leading the way. Central Lady Indians leading the way. Garrick is going to set up the offense. She's going to swing it around the horn. They probably are in no hurry, but they feed the post anyway. Oh, that looked clean. But no, they're going to get a foul there. It's number 15. Ella Gillum was going up. Looked like it was all ball, but probably got some body in the back. Foul is going to be on number 13, Engstrom. That looks to be her second foul. And number 15, Ella Gillum's going to the line to shoot 2. She takes a couple dribbles, puts the first one up, hits the front iron, hits the back iron, and it falls in between them, so it's good. Second free throw coming out. Haley Engstrom has been substituted out for Savannah Martinez. Leading scorer for Riverton so far today. Gillum puts it up and nails the second one. So Riverton inbounds the ball. Central still in that press, not wanting to give an inch. They get a steal right off the bat. It goes out to Garrick. Garrick's going to give it up. They feed the post again, and a foul yet again. I think that one's going to be on number 10. And that's going to send Gillum to the line for 1 and 1.
Riverton foul 10.
Foul is on actually Fegler. That's her third. The offense has kind of gone away for Riverton here in the second half. Not a lot of scoring occurring, and so far in this first minute of the fourth quarter, only 2 points. Gillum goes to the line for Central. She puts the first one up and in, so she earns the second part of the 1 and 1. Going to have a substitution here as Fegler is going to come out, and Camden Sheets is going to return to the game with 7:09 to play. Referee makes sure everybody's got set, knows this one's going to be a live ball after it leaves the hands. Gillum dribbles. The students try and make some noise. The shot is up and good. So that's 4 quick points for Ella Gillum, all free throws. Riverton's going to inbound the ball. It looks like Central sagged back on the press and is just going to play half court. And yet they're still going to look to get a steal. We've got a ball down on the floor, and Central does get the steal. And now they're looking to break. It's pushed up, fed to Gillum again. She misses from 2. She gets her own rebound, but tied up with someone else and puts it up. They're going to call a travel as they both had the ball and both took a few steps with it. So a little bit miscommunication. But right now, Riverton Lady Wolverines cannot have this. They cannot have turnovers at this point as they trail by 14, 47-33 with 6:44 to go. The cheerleaders are chanting offense, trying to encourage the Lady Wolverines. Wolverines swinging around the post. Savannah Martinez, the 3. They're going to take a 3, and she's going to miss. That's going to lead to a break for Central. Up and good by number 3, Madison Bailey. So it's now 49-33 with 6:19 to go in the fourth, and you can sense the gym. We've got a whistle. It's going to be a 30-second timeout by Riverton. Coach McIntosh doesn't like what he's seeing. He realizes a 16-point game with 6 minutes and 15 is doable. It's very difficult, and who only knows? It can't. The bleeding has to stop, though. Riverton has to get stops now, and they have to get conversions. That's a given. We're going to stay right here. Right now, the leading scorer for Riverton is Savannah Martinez. I have her with 10. Of course, that's all unofficial. The leading scorer for Central is Ella Gillum with the 4 quick ones in the fourth quarter. She's up to 10 as well. So 2 players, I do believe, those are the only ones in double digits at a 49-33 game. Brogan Allen has been shut down in the second half. I'm not sure how many opportunities she's really had for Central, but she has been completely shut down, hasn't gotten a point this half. So Riverton out of the timeout's going to inbound into the front court, into the back court. She brings it over into the front court. They're going to look to swing it and drive. No, she doesn't swing. She just drives. She drives into a trap, though, and it looks like she's going to get a little bailed out as she was harassed. The foul on Central is going to be called on number 3, it looks like. Yes, Madison Bailey. That's number 5 for her, and she is out. She is disqualified from the game for having 5 fouls. It also means Paisley Jackson is going to go to the line shooting 1-on-1. It's 8th team foul. Just a reset for the Lady Wolverines have 9 team fouls, so any foul they commit now will be 2 shots for Central. Paisley takes a dribble, does her little stutter step with her feet, puts it up and good. Everybody's got a routine, and Paisley seems to lift her right foot up, then her left foot up, and then take it. So she nails that free throw to make it 34-49, favor of the Lady Indians from Central. She puts up the second one off the back iron. Rebound once again by the tough one. And that's what we're just going to call Jordan. Now, she's tough. She's full of fire. However, she does get tied up, and we get a jump ball. The ball is going to remain with Riverton, though, because of the alternating possession rules. Inbound is going to be by Paisley Jackson, I do believe. Going to be thrown over to Camden Sheets, and we have a very quick whistle. I'm not sure what the whistle is for. Maybe an off-the-ball foul. Yeah, they're going to call number 20, Rory Cowley. That's her 5th foul for a push. She's discussing it with the ref. Didn't seem real thrilled about it, but she's going to walk off, and she's not real happy. And who can blame her? She has been disqualified from this game. So we're kind of interesting to see, although it is a 15-point deficit, can the Lady Wolverines mount a comeback here as the bench strength is getting depleted, but for Central fairly quickly. Savannah Martinez is going to go to the line, shoot 1-on-1. Savannah puts the first one up. It's well short. But she got her own rebound. The next foul by Central will be 2 shots. 3 by 12! Camden Sheets nails the 3 to make it 49-37. Now can the Lady Wolverines hunker it down and get a stop? Garrett goes in, shoots. No good. Rebound by 25. Oh, if they could have seen down the floor. Oh, Savannah Martinez was all the way down the floor, wide open. But hands in the face, they get to Savannah Martinez. She's going to drive a little bit. She might get called for a push, but no, they're not going to call it. Thought they might be looking for that, and they're going to call it on number 15, Ella Gillum. That's her 2nd foul, so it's going to be 2 shots for everybody all the rest of the way. So Savannah Martinez is going to be shooting 2. We got a timeout by Central's coach, and we're going to take it with them on WTAK. 5:27 left in the game, 49-37, Central over Riverton.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunner's Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunner's Automotive, 856-2288. Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County's school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit
And we're back on WTAK. 5:27 to play in this first round matchup of our first round game in the Bill Stranagan Basketball Classic Tournament. Riverton trails by 12, but Savannah Martinez going to the line. She's going to be shooting 2. The first one is up, and it's good. She willed that in with some body motion, as I think she thought she left it short again, but it does go up and good for Savannah Martinez. So she'll get the second one here. Referee lets everybody know one shot will be a live ball on the rebound. Martinez puts it up, and the second one is good as well. So now we've got a 10-point game, 49-39. Lady Indians leading the Lady Wolverines here with 5:20 to go. Oh, the foul called as Central brings it up over the court. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I was kind of surprised that a ref 25 feet from the action would call that, but it was a good call. So I thought they'd leave that up to the guy on the baseline. So 10th team foul leads to double bonus. So Central is going to send Drew Mirich to the line for 2 shots. She takes a couple dribbles, puts the first one up in the air, and it is no good. She's got a very high arcing shot, and it's coming up short more often than not on the free throws. Some substitutions by the Wolverines. Back in come Fegler and Sheets. And so here we go. The second shot going to be taken by Mirich for Central to try and extend the lead. That shot is up way high and short yet again. Rebound goes to Riverton, and they are going to call a jump ball on the rebound as Sheets and one of the Central players were fighting over it. The possession arrow is going to favor Central, so we're going to see Garrick look to inbounds here from just slightly to the right of her own basket. We're not sure where the Renegade went. We think she went to have fun and just leave us all by herself, but evidently she's back now. Inbound by Central, and a steal it looks like. Yes, a steal made and a quick foul by Central. And now that is not what Central wanted to have happen right there, is to give up a quick foul so that Riverton can get back in this game, cut the deficit even more without any time running off the clock. So Riverton's number 12, Sheets, is going to go to the line to shoot 2.
I left for like 10 minutes. What happened with the score?
It got worse than this. Sheets is up and good, so we're now down to single digits.
Well, nothing's on fire, so I think you did it.
Sheets is going to have his chance to cut this down to 8. And the students are on their feet now. They've been on their feet, but hopefully they get loud here, especially if this one goes through. It's missed. The rebound is taken by Central. Central is going to bring the ball up. Garrick is going to bring it up for them. She is going to look to drive the lane. She's going to kick out. Screen set by the post. Post going up for 2. Missed. Offensive rebound by Kirkbride, who kicks it back out to Garrick. Garrick is going to try and drive the lane, and it is stolen. And they're going to call a foul. Okay, I'm confused as to the call there. I guess they're calling that it went out of bounds or it was a kicked ball. That's the only thing I can think of because they're not going to the line. They didn't call a foul, so it must have been a kick ball. Central inbounds the ball. It's up top in the hands of Kirkbride. Kirkbride is going to hand it off to Garrett, and Garrett's going to bring up top to reset the offense. And you can tell Central's coach has basically told them, hey, we got time. We want time to milk. Although they do feed the post. Missed a defensive rebound by number 4 for Riverton. She brings it down. Oh, and she's fouled hard. And they're going to call that. So Fosse is going to go to the line. The foul was on number 15, Ella Gillum. That's her third.
Got a little pat on the back as she picked her up, like, sorry for plowing you over.
And so once again, Riverton is going to be able to go to the line to try and cut into this lead without any time coming off. And Fosse leaves the first one well short. You do wonder on free throws when you start seeing a lot of short balls, and we've seen a lot of short shots lately, is the conditioning starting to be a factor with it being the first game. Fosse puts up the second one. That one is pure or nothing but nylon. So it's 8-point game, 49-41, 4:20 to go. Central bringing the ball over the half-court line. Garrick dishes off to Kirkbride. Kirkbride is going to find it and get over to Allen. Allen's going to get back to Garrick. They're doing a little weave at this point to Gillum. They're doing a more modern version maybe of the old 4 corners, maybe a little less boring as they look to pass. They do look to feed the post, and they put it up. No good. Rebound by Savannah Martinez, and once again, another stop. Riverton is ill-advised pass, tipped, but rebound, gotten back, missed by Riverton, and there's a foul. That one's going to be on Riverton. That's going to be on Paisley Jackson. That's going to be her third. She went over the back on a good box out to try and get a rebound. We've got 3:43 to play, 49-41. The Central Lady Indians lead this game. They did have the lead all the way up to 16 at one point in time in the third quarter. So the key is going to be can they make free throws? If they can make free throws, they probably will be okay. But if they can't, so once again, number 1, Marich with the very high arcing free throw form and shot, misses, this time a little bit long.
In is Olheiser and Fagler joining them.
Okay, so we got a timeout by Central. Let's see how long this one's going to be. I'm guessing a 30-second, but it could be a full. It's going to be a 30-second, so we're going to stay right here and reset this final 3 minutes and 43 seconds. It is 49-41. 49 is the Cheyenne Central Lady Indians. The Riverton Lady Wolverines have 41. It's an 8-point game. About 4 minutes ago in the third quarter, it was a 16-point lead for Central, so they've cut it in half. And Central kind of keeps helping them out in regards to the fact that they keep fouling Riverton, which allows them to score without any time coming off.
If they can continue that and get some gas out of the Lady Wolverines, this could be a very different outcome.
It could get very interesting. I'm kind of curious at what point in time Central goes back into their full court press, because Riverton really had no answer for that. So if I'm the Central coach and we have Central fans listening as they're using our feed tonight, I would go back to that full court press because they have no answer. But Marich shooting the high arcing shot. She finally gets one to fall in, and she's got another point for herself. Riverton bringing it up. Riverton going to be a little bit of a hurry, and they could not have that. A turnover by Savannah Martinez, and Central coming back down the court. Garrick smartly pulls up and slows the pace of the game down a little bit. And now they're going to just kind of swing it around the horn a little bit, stall a little bit, milk some clock as we go under 3:15 to play. Is that going to be a jump ball? Oh, I thought she'd grab ball. I've seen jump balls called for less, but they're going to grab number 12, I do believe. Camden Sheets on the foul here. It is a foul on Camden Sheets. That's her third. And to the line is going to be Drew Marich. Drew Marich has basically lived at the free throw line.
The Riverton coach trying to plead his case.
I want you to watch how high her free throws go. And she misses, again, this one a little bit off to the left. It's a traditional form, ladies and gentlemen. It's just she shoots the ball very high, a very high arc. The second one's up and well short. And a high arc usually does lead to, if you're going to miss, you're going to miss short. Rebounded by Central, but they missed the shot. and Savannah Martinez gets the rebound. She kicks out to Fegler. Fegler bringing up, we're going under 3 minutes. There's not a lot of time to lose. Number 12 for three. Oh, just a little bit long for Sheets as she can't convert. Garrick is driving on the fast break. I would have thought she might have pulled it out for time as she missed. Rebound, but a travel by Central. So they're going to turn the ball over. Garrick there, Rusty, should have brought that ball out for Central and let some clock go.
24,
Okay.
I believe. Is that Temple?
Yeah, that's Temple. She's back in. But she should have used some clock there, and I'm sure that's what the coach is thinking, and they'll be working on that in practice.
Even with 3 minutes, you can't get in that big of a hurry.
With 2:49, she wanted to break, and realistically, they could have just brought it out and taken some time off. So here we come down. Riverton with the ball again. Camden Sheets going to swing it over to Jackson. Jackson going to rub off a screen check by Judd. Martinez up top. They swing it back over to Sheets. Sheets is going to dribble it up to the top of the key. It's going to be swung over.
Fegler now.
Fegler puts up 2. No good. Just things being left short. And we've got another Shoshone Sheridan girls special. I have now seen, ladies and gentlemen, 847,319 jump balls today, and I hate possession arrows now. So possession arrow favors Riverton. Riverton has got to get points, and they got to get points now. The inbound goes to Savannah Martinez for 3. No good.
It looked so pretty for a second.
And reach-in's going to be called as Paisley Jackson was trying to get a tie-up there. That's going to be her 4th, and that's going to send Central to the line for 2. We're getting to the point now where if Central can hit their free throws, they should be able to ice this game, barring something else. But Central hasn't been hitting a lot of their free throws, so there's still hope for the home team here. 9 points in 2 minutes, 16 seconds is difficult, but not unheard of. Number 15 puts the first free throw up. It is long by Ella Gillum of Central.
The crowd's definitely gotten louder since I came back.
Yes, it's because you came back,
it
Rusty.
is. It really is.
It's because you came back. They were like, where's the Renegade?
It's a thing.
You know, when you left, they went down by 16, so, I mean.
I can't do that
It's
anymore.
all your fault. Gillum puts up the second free throw, and it's up and good to stretch that lead back to double digits. 51-41 with 2:15 to play here in the game. They're going to swing around. Sheets looked like she was going to take a 3, but she doesn't. Swings over to Jackson up top. Back to Sheets. Has a little bit different. Nice screen by Judd. 15-footer put up. Air ball, no good. Rebound is by number 24, and 840-some-odd thousand jump balls, another one. So this time the possession order will favor Central with 2:01. So kind of curious to see. Coach McIntosh doesn't look to be putting on any kind of a press. I don't know if that's they just don't practice it, or now he does send somebody up. He's kind of motioning for him to come up a little bit more. Are they willing to press, or are they going to try and extend the game via fouls?
Fosse's back in the game.
Fosse's giving a little token pressure on Garrick. Garrick brings it up and swings off to the right side of the key. A little reverse layup is up and no good by Central. The ball is tapped, and guess what, ladies and gentlemen? We have another one. Another jump ball.
That one was a little more intense than the last one, though.
Well, this one didn't result in anybody ripping a knee brace off and throwing it to the sideline, but it was more intense than the last one. So Riverton now with the ball. They bring it up to the half court. Under 1:40 left. At this point, Riverton's going to have to probably think 3, but they're going for 2 with Judd. She gets it down in a quick timeout by Coach McIntosh. It is an 8-point game with 1:30 to play, 51-43. The visitors from Central down in Cheyenne are winning. And the question comes now, is McIntosh going to put on a full court press? I can almost guarantee you, Rusty, he will.
Well, now it looks like the cheerleaders are doing their thing. It's a 1-minute timeout.
It's a 1-minute timeout. So we'll stick here and kind of reset it. In addition, will he look to foul immediately if they don't get a steal in order to lengthen the game? Central's not hitting. They're not hitting all their free throws. In fact, they're missing more than they're making right now. And there's definitely some players who are cold tonight for Central that you could foul. Now, the reverse side of it is the Central not put those players on the court for the inbound and put some people who maybe they're a little more confident in from the free throw line.
Well, at the same time, this is essentially week 1 for a lot of these players, especially new to varsity. So if you think about it, I mean, the conditioning just hasn't come yet this season.
No, it definitely hasn't. Big shout out to the Riverton cheerleaders there. Seems to be quite a few of them. I guess 15 to 18 of them leading the student section in the cheer. And what a great student section here tonight. And I expect that will grow for the next game. So
I want to see more holiday outfits. I mean, there's a pretty cool crop top over there you would look great in.
Oh, well, thank you. You know, I mean, it's not every third Thursday. So we come out of the break here. The press is set up, but they're not really going for the steal. In fact, they're letting them kind of toss the ball, maybe trying for 10 seconds. But Central eventually breaks press. Garrett's going to shoot for 2. Garrett puts the 2 up and good.
That timeout definitely favoring Central at this point.
Make a 10-point lead, under a minute 10 to play. Riverton really needs to get in a hurry, and they're going to need threes. We're about to go under 1 minute to play. Riverton is just passing. They're really not trying to get a shot off overly quick. Judd feeds it down into Fegler. Fegler puts up the 2. She is fouled, so she'll get a chance to go to the line for 2. The foul was committed by 13 by Kirkbride. That is her 4th. 52.3 seconds left. Fegler is going to the line shooting 2. First one is up, and it is good to cut the deficit back down to 9.
Martinez comes back in.
Martinez comes in for Judd. Thank you, Rusty.
I got you covered.
And here we go. Fegler's going to be shooting her 2nd. She takes a couple dribbles. No spin of the ball, puts it up, and that one is good too. So we are down to 8. We're in old Duke, Maryland territory, though, for a comeback at this point, back from the late 90s. But they do force the travel, though, on the press. A quick travel called, and very, very quickly, Coach wants to get Jackson back in. He's going to get Jackson in for Fosse. Jackson, a little more prolific scorer, obviously, tonight, especially. Fosse with no points, according to our records. So he's trading in offense for defense.
Olheiser also joined the court again.
Olheiser back in. So inbound by Riverton with 45 seconds left. Savannah Martinez is going to dribble. She's going to take a little 15-footer. She's going to front rim it. Legs maybe just not there. The rebound is good. Rebound is put back up for 3. No good. That shot by Fegler. And it goes down to to number 15 for Central, Ella Gillum, and she is quickly fouled by, I do believe, Camden Sheets. That is on Camden Sheets. That's going to be number 4 on Camden. And with 32.4 seconds left to play in the game, Ella Gillum is going to get a shot to go down and put 2 in the basket to get this lead back up to 10 points.
Stick around later for the Click It or Ticket post-game show. We'll recap the scores and a little of how this game went.
Gillum with the first shot, and she leaves it short. Just a sign of the legs and the conditioning in the first game. That will come for both teams as the season progresses. Gillum's going to get it and take her 2nd shot. She was very proficient at free throws for most of the second half. Just left that one short. Second one is up, and that one is good.
It's always her 2nd one. Have you noticed that?
So Riverton down by 9 with 28 seconds left. It's going to take Al Michaels' 1980 hockey belief in miracles, especially because they're not shooting quite quick enough. Sheets puts up a 3. Good. Banked in for 3 by Camden Sheets. So we're at a 6-point game, but 16.3 seconds left.
I think we're going to stay with a 30.
So timeout by Riverton. They're going to take a full timeout. We're going to take a quick break with them. You're listening to the Bill Stranagan Basketball Classic Tournament on KTAK.
400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
All right, listen up, elves. I know this is a busy time of year, and we all have places to be and things to do. But please, don't text and drive. Be careful. Last week, Sheldon and Shipping crashed into a load of Legos. And yesterday, Randy and Rapping ran through a red light. Just slow down, buckle up, and put your phone down while you drive. Thank you. Now get back to work.
Stop the texts, stop the wrecks. Brought to you by WyoToday.
Welcome back to KTAK and broadcast of the Bill Stranagan Basketball Classic Tournament. We're in the final 16.3 seconds as the Central Lady Indians from Cheyenne lead the Lady Wolverines of Riverton 54-48. Riverton's going to press hardcore. They don't look to be fouling, though, and we're going under 10 seconds, so it looks like they're going to set up the press. That got through, although they do foul late underneath the basket. Ella Gillum's going to go to the line. Not sure who that free throw is going to be, as Central was able to break the press. They didn't look to foul quickly, but with 16.8 seconds left, this is, as they would say, Rusty, all academic.
At this point, you know, you just got to try to get as many points as you can before that clock runs out.
That foul was on McKay Fedler, number 10. That's her fourth, but that really won't matter. Gillum leaves that one a little short and a little to the left on the first free throw.
I'm telling you, it'll be the second one again.
Well, she started out 4 for 4 from the line. And then as the legs have gone for everybody's free throws have gotten a little bit iffy. And shot selection's gotten a little bit iffy. The second free throw is up and good. You brought her good luck. I don't know if that's a good thing since we live here in Riverton. Riverton brings it up, 2 seconds, 1 second. Jacks up the three. It is no good. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Final in the Bill Stranigan Basketball Classic Tournament game here at Riverton High School. The Cheyenne Central Lady Indians 55. The Riverton Lady Wolverines, they just took it down real quick, but I think 44. That ends the ball game. And tune back in. We're going to take a real quick break, and we'll be back with the Click It or Ticket post-game show.
Ever wonder why so many babies are delivered at Hot Springs Health in Thermopolis? Could it be the exceptional prenatal care offered by our providers? Or our convenient family practice clinics located in Thermopolis, Worland, Basin, Shoshone, and Riverton? Maybe it's our new OB suites with large jetted tub, or maybe it's the place where you know you can find all of this and more.
Hi, this is Terry Banker. I'm minister at New Hope Christian Church in Lander, Wyoming. We want to support the kids of this area academically, athletically, and spiritually. Our address is 630 Mount Hope Drive. Come to Sunday school at 9:30 and our worship service at 10:45.
Welcome back to KTAK and the Click It or Ticket post-game show. Really, in a nutshell, that game, Riverton gave it their all in the fourth quarter to try and come back, getting it as close as 8, which was halving the largest deficit. But in the end, the full court press of the second and third quarters is really what made the difference, causing some unforced errors, and creating some turnovers led to what became an insurmountable lead. I think there's a lot that both teams can learn from this and go from this. But Rusty, what do you think? I know you don't do a lot of colorful basketball. So.
You're right. I'm more of a where are they going and how are they doing it? But I have to say that for a week 1 game between two of the ladies' teams that we're going to see in this matchup, a fantastic back and forth between these two. We kind of expected that going into this, but man, toward the end, we really saw, I think, the effects of just exhaustion.
I would wholeheartedly agree with that, which brings us to the fun part. Our Papa Murphy's player of the game.
Oh, boy.
And that is going to go to Miss Camden Sheets.
I'm glad you said that because that's who I was thinking. We just didn't talk about it.
Our unofficial score has her at 13 points, being the leading scorer, just narrowly outscoring Savannah Martinez, who also had 12 and could have gone either way. So stay tuned. The boys' game is going to be coming up here shortly. And at halftime of the boys' game, we're going to be joined by Coach McIntosh and possibly one of his players. So when we get back here, this brings the end to our Click It or Ticket post game. And then when we get back, we're going to be in our Bailey's Tire and Auto pregame show for the Wolverines versus the Indians. This is KTAK. We'll be right back at you.
Wyoming quarterback Josh Allen is worthy of Wyoming.
23 plays into my first start here at the University of Wyoming. I dropped back, kind of went through a progression. I saw the middle of the field kind of open up. I decided to lower my shoulder. His helmet went straight into my collarbone here. We landed on the 20-yard line. At that moment, I knew something was really bad.
So Josh's collarbone was pretty bad. He had broken in multiple places and it required hardware fixation with the plate in order to get it back together.
It was devastating news to me and my family, just knowing that, it could have ended 23 plays in.
We had no question whether we could perform the surgery here given our wide range of varying subspecialties within orthopedics.
I would recommend Premier Bone and Joint Centers. The thing that made me feel really comfortable with them was they made it feel like your own family.
I think he'll have no problem performing in the NFL. His rehab and his recovery done very well, and I don't see any restrictions on him whatsoever.
They want the best for you, and they won't steer you wrong.
Let us show you why we're worthy of Wyoming.
Riverton Vision Center offers comprehensive eye health exams, highly trained staff, and a large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Ballard, Dr. Hinkle, and Dr. Frazier offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
There are two ways to buy 4x4 gear, the expensive way and the smart way. The expensive way is when you buy a new truck or SUV and the dealer sells you the brush guard, the heavy-duty bumpers, the steps, lights, winch, you name it. He rolls it all in with your loan into your monthly payment. But here's the smart way. Shop at Wyoming 4x4, where you get expert advice from Dan, quality gear, professional installation, all for a whole lot less than you'd spend at a car dealer. Wyoming 4x4 on North Federal in Riverton. The smart way to roll.
From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. For more than 25 years, we've aimed to provide the best internet and phone service to meet the needs of our customers all across the great state of Wyoming. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you. Wyoming.com. We're out there.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
Why should you choose Lander Medical Clinic or Western Family Care for your health care? In addition to 4 locations in Fremont County, they also provide telehealth. Telehealth can be your go-to answer when you're out of town, on the road, or just can't get to urgent care. All you need is a good internet connection. To schedule a telehealth appointment, call 332-3941 today. That's 332-3941. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care. With telehealth, they're putting your health first every time.
Welcome back to KTAK's coverage of the Bill Stranigan Basketball Classic Tournament. I almost said classical. We don't have classical
Well,
station.
that's what's playing right now.
Oh, that's hard. Oh.
He looks like he wants to cry.
Yes, Rusty has made me feel old. I guess that's the renegade in her.
Because what's the age gap here? Like 20-some?
At least.
Ooh-wee.
Pregame pregame's brought to you by Bailey's Tire and Auto. We had a chance to catch up with Coach Bo Sheets of the Riverton Wolverines yesterday. We're going to go to that now as he previews a little bit about the season, a little bit about this game tonight.
This is Kevin Shields, voice of the Riverton Wolverines, here with Coach Bo Sheets. Coach Bo, what's your outlook for the season? What are you thinking about going into this tournament?
Kevin, I appreciate you coming and chatting about our season. We're very excited going into the season. Wanted to build off what we did last year. We won our conference, went undefeated in our conference games, made a run, in regionals and the state. The boys finished the season really well. So I was very proud of what the boys accomplished last year, and we're hoping to build on that. We get the chance early with our schedule, so excited to see where we're at.
Okay. How many returning starters do you have with this Wolverines team?
We got one returning starter, but a lot of key contributors. So that's very excited just kind of see what those kids, they've grown physically and skill-wise and maturity-wise. So it's always exciting and a little nerve-wracking going into the season, kind of seeing where we're at.
And who's that returning starter?
Lucas Engel.
Okay.
He's the core of our defense. Lucas does an amazing job on the defensive end and rebounding. Doesn't always show up in the stat sheet, but teams know when he's on the court. He's a rim protector. He alters a lot of shots. He takes charges, which I've never seen a post kid block shots and take charges like Lucas. So, he does a lot of the little things that people don't see, and I think this year he'll take an expanded role in the offensive end too.
Excellent. With only one returning starter, do you have your starting five set, or are you kind of going to go fluid on that, depending on matchup?
Fluid. We've got a starting six is what we call
Okay.
it. So, we've got Lucas Engel. He's post player for us, and then Derek Langs, another post player for us. He's also a senior. Our other senior, they'll start with them, is Tanner Johnson. He'll be playing the 2 or the 3 for us. And then we got 2 other underclassmen that'll be starting for us. And those will be our 3 players, depending on the week. And so it's Jason Vincent, Cade Gabrielson, and Parker Paxton.
Okay. And since I am new to the area, new to Wolverine basketball, what is would you say your offensive defense philosophy is? I know some people like to press, some run a motion offense.
You bet. So we've changed, a little bit as we've gone. Last year we had 2 solid post players. One of them graduated, and Jared's playing college basketball up here at CWC for our local junior college team. So it's fun to watch him, a year after he's graduated. We got more of a 4-out-1 in this year. Derek's an aggressive post player, just a little bit undersized, so we like to have him step out away from the basket. He's got great vision, so he's a little bit different post player. But again, we can run that 3-out-2 in or a 4-out-1 in.
Excellent. I know you've kind of already touched on your hopes for season to build off last year's success. With 4 new players, I'm sure there's a whole bunch of challenges. But what would you say the challenge is for you this season, besides the fact that you've got to integrate 4 new guys into the chemistry?
Yeah, and the younger guys, we've got a pretty solid junior and sophomore class too. There's younger guys stepping up. It'll be interesting to see how all 12 or 13 kids kind of play a role in that varsity court this year. But I would say we do play the top 5 teams in the state right away. 5 out of our first 7 games are against the top 5. Our first 4 against the top 4 teams. So we'll get a good gauge of where we're at. Early in the season, and every coach hopes that the way you compete at the beginning of the season is far different than the way you compete at the end of the season. But
excellent. Obviously, Central, if I'm not mistaken, is defending state champion.
They are.
And actually, you got those coming up tonight.
We played Central tonight.
Play Central tonight. What are your thoughts on, what are some difficulties, or where are you going to try and take advantage of?
Well, Central's very much like us. They don't have a lot of returning starters. They, they had one of the few Pac-12 true players that we've seen here in our area. A 7-foot kid that plays in the Pac-12 doesn't come along very often. But they had a couple 6'6" kids, a 6'7", a 6'4" last year. So an NBA-sized lineup last year. This year they'll be a little bit different. They're always big. They're always very physical, and they're always well coached. So they're the returning state champs for a reason.
All right, well, this is Kevin Shields, voice of the Riverton Wolverines. Stay tuned for action coming up next. We want to thank Bo Sheets for his time in this pregame show, and Wolverine basketball up next.
When you purchase your car, do you know if you got the best payment possible? The answer is probably no. Oftentimes, your loan is packed with additional charges that can drive your monthly payment higher than it should be, costing you thousands of dollars more for your car. Hi, this is Patty, and here is your second chance to get the payment you deserve. Visit Atlantic City Federal Credit Union today for a courtesy loan review. We've helped our members save money by refinancing their vehicle with us. Now it's your turn. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
Bailey's Enterprises is a proud sponsor of Riverton Wolverines football. For over 50 years, Bailey's has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service and to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey, go Wolverines.
This is Kevin Shields, voice of the Riverton Wolverines, here.
Classic tournament is now time for the Sutherland starting lineups. Starting for Central, coached by Coach Lane, will be Jackson Whitworth. At guard, Zach Wiltanger. I'm going to guess on that one. Someone can correct me. At forward, Adam Gerdes. Zach's not starting. That was a mistake by the scorer down there. So Adam Gerdes is starting at forward. At guard, Nathaniel Talich. I'm going to assume that the other guard/forward swing player, Chase Talich, is his brother. And finally, James Brown for the Riverton Wolverines. As they're getting ready to do that same thing, you're going to have number 0, power forward Jason Vincent. You're going to have shooting guard Parker Paxton, power forward Derek Lang, point guard Dante Watt, and center, and the only returning starter from last year's team, Lucas Engel. So now we've got our Sutherland starting lineup announced. The students have the newspapers up as they're announced to the crowd saying, we're ignoring you, and we're going to go to break and be right back on WTAK.
You know, I'm just saying, this could be a record day of sales for the newspaper.
Watch where you're going.
Whoa! Ever since Rudolph got a new phone, he's been paying more attention to it than the road. I don't even think he realizes how dangerous it is.
Come on, man.
Rudolph, it's not very bright to be distracted during flight. Pay attention, keep it straight. Put your device down. It can wait.
No elves were harmed in the making of this commercial.
Stop the texts, stop the wrecks. Brought to you by WYDOT.
Welcome back. It's KTAK's coverage of the Bill Stranigan Basketball Classic Tournament. Game 4 for me, game 1 for you. So I'm just going to let you do all the talking because my voice is killing me. So they are lining up in center court. Riverton is dressed in their home whites. The Indians, a.k.a. the Tribe from Central, dressed in the red and black. Both teams' primary colors are red and black.
Here we go again.
I got to love that as a University of Georgia grad. Just kind of keep plugging that. Ball is tipped up. Central's going to win the toss, and they're going to bring it into the front court. They're going right to left on your radio dial. Whitworth's drive is going to be made by number 15. He is blocked twice. Number 15 is Nathaniel Talich. Going to lead to a break of sorts for Riverton. Number 20 is going to drive it. I will get the name down. Engel's going to shoot for 3. No good. Rebounded by Central. Central going to push the pace up. Number 21, Chase Talich, going to drive down underneath. He's going to throw his shoulder in and get 2. Some physical play being allowed because he definitely lowered that shoulder a little bit. Does not look like they are going to try and set up the trap now, and they knock him to the ground. They're going to call a push, I do believe, on Chase Talich. So he has 1 foul and 2 points.
We're seeing an intense first, few minutes of play. Holy cow.
First 43 seconds. So that's 1 foul. Riverton quickly inbounds it for 3 by 23. No good. Going to be rebounded by 20. I will get these names eventually. Number 20 is Lang. Lang is going to swing it back out to the point guard, number 12, Paxton. Paxton goes back to Lang. Lang's going to swing it all the way around to Vincent. Vincent all the way over to Johnson. Johnson going to have a screen set for him by Engel. And a steal. Is it going to end up in a steal? Who knows? It winds up going out of bounds. And we're not getting now we get a call by the official saying it was blast off Riverton. We're a minute and 9 seconds into play here. It's 2-0 Central.
A nice looking student section here showing up for the Wolverines as the boys take the court.
Inbounded by Central. Central's going to throw it up top to Whitworth. Whitworth is going to move the ball over to Gerdes. I do not know.
We're getting there.
Yeah, we'll get there. Need him to score or get a foul or something to announce. Fed down to 25, James Brown, who fumbles with the ball, but they're going to call a foul on Derek Lang, his first. Team first for Riverton. So they're going to be inbounding. A heavy pressure defense set up by Riverton, but they're able to inbound the ball fairly easily. 21 for a 3. He's going to leave that a little short. Rebound is contested. James Brown gets it back. He lost the ball out of bounds, but they're going to say it was tipped by Lang. And so it's going to remain Central's ball here with 6:27 to play and a 2-0 lead by Central. This is, I've been told by certain people, this is number 2 versus number 5 in the state. I do know that Central is the defending state champion in boys.
There's also a significant height difference between the two teams.
Engel called for a foul there on the inbound, so we're going to try it all over again. 2 fouls. They get it in, 15, trying to get a quick shot up, funneled underneath, partially blocked by Engel, but James Brown goes up with the 2-point shot very easily on the offensive rebound.
Brown quick to the rebound there.
4-0 with Central with 6:11 to play in the first quarter. Trap again by Central. Lang has to try and save it out of bounds, and we're going to get a fast breakaway. No, it was blocked! But again, an offensive rebound. Foul's going to be called. 21 tries to go back up with it. He is fouled. The shot is no good, but he's going to be shooting 2. The foul is signaled to be on number 12. That's going to be the first on Parker Paxton. Third team foul. 5:59 to play. Chase Talich of the Talich brothers is going line. He gets the ball, he puts up the first free throw, and that is a little bit long and off the back iron. He's going to get the second one, and some guys tell him, hey, don't worry about it, we'll get that next time. Chase Talich takes a couple dribbles. He's going to put up the second one. The crowd yells at him, but he is pure on that one. So that's his 3rd points of the game. 5-0 Central. Riverton bringing the ball up. And the trap is working, and they've got him trapped. He walks. That was a walk on Tanner Johnson. Very quick turnover. Central's going to have the ball back here. They're going to inbound it to Whitworth. Whitworth in the backcourt's going to bring it up front. He's going to find Nathaniel Talich, who's going to find over James Brown. Cross-court pass. Nathaniel Talich is going to launch a 3. He airballs it. But again, another offensive rebound, but a steal by number 12. And then Lang is able to clean up the steal. And he went up, and he is landed on by Chase Talich. So Chase Talich may have 3 points really quick, but he does have 2 quick personals. So I expect we'll start to see him come out, and it does look like Kobe Philbin is going to take his place. On the side of the Wolverines, Matisse is going to come in the game as well. He's going to inbound it to Parker Paxton, who's going to bring it into the front court.
That should have been Gabrielson, I believe.
Huh?
5 is Gabrielson, I think. Sorry. Sorry. The one that threw it in from the side.
Gabrielson
I got you.
Okay.
I was like, I got you.
Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying. So Gabrielson's, my bad, is going to swing it over for 3. Bam! Tanner Johnson hits from way downtown. First points of the game for the Riverton Wolverines, and they cut the lead down to 1 possession. It's 5-3 here for Central. James Brown brings it up. Nathaniel Talich gets it, swings it over. Then they go back to James Brown in the middle. He's going to try and hit a little running fade, and he connects on it for his 4th points of the game. 7-3. Looks like Paxton's kind of goading the trap. They do come after him, and they foul him. Foul's going to be on 25. That's going to be on James Brown. So evidently for Central right now, you're only allowed to score if you get fouls, because the only people who have fouls have scored, and the only people who scored have fouled.
There's a lot of fouls in this first part of play.
So inbounded to Gabrielson. Gabrielson busting. Paxton with a nice spin move. Lang, you're wide open. Lang feeds the ball, trying to feed it to Engel, and he turns the ball over. Fast break the other way, but Engel's able to get a hand in it. Very smart play by Engel as he didn't try to overplay the man with the ball or the guy ahead who they were looking to pass to. He played the passing lane. He was able to keep it from turning into fast break points and now set up the half-court defense.
Vincent comes in for Lang for the Wolverines.
Central inbounds the ball. It's over in Nathaniel Talich's hands. Nathaniel is going to swing it over to Jackson Whitworth. Whitworth gives it to James Brown, who swings it to the corner. They swing it back up top. James Brown at the top at the free throw line. He's going to shoot from about 14. He's off and misses. Rebound by Tanner Johnson, and Engel gets the ball on a long pass up court. Paxton going to take a 15-footer off a handoff from Engel, and he's long on the shot. Rebound goes to Central. Central bringing up into the front court. 15 going to drive, and no good. Rebound by Paxton. Paxton's going to find a wide-open Tanner Johnson, who's going to go in, lay it up. Oh, he just barely missed the layup. He would have had the hoop and the harm, as there is a foul on 24, Kobe Philbin. And so Tanner's going to get to go to the line to shoot 2 and see if he can be still the only person to score for Riverton. His first free throw is up, and it is long. Hits off the back iron and bounces harmlessly away if you're a Central fan. Once again, welcome to those who are listening in Cheyenne today. We welcome you anytime.
Isaac Rigg in for Central.
Tanner puts up that second shot. Oh, and he rattles it in and out. So he's 0 for 2 on free throws. And it's still 7-3 with 3:40 to play here in the first quarter. And we're going to get a travel by Isaac Rigg, who just checked into the game. They brought it in the front court. Travel called. The students give a kind of a half-hearted, you can't do that chant. They weren't really in unison. Oh, well, see, that's all you got to do is get the clapping down now.
Oh,
and now they're in unison. There you go. So Gabrielson inbounds the ball to Tanner. Tanner's going to bring it up into the front court. He's going to pass off to Jason Vincent, who finds Lang. And make sure I'm saying that right. Yes, Lang, who gets it right back to Vincent. Vincent's going to drive, go for 2, and 1! Monster layup. He draws the contact, keeps control of his body, gets the hoop and the harm. Foul is on number 24, Philbin. So Central already has 2 guys in with 2 fouls here just in the first quarter.
They find themselves at
Vincent
the line pretty
going
often.
to the line, and he drills the free throw. So now we are looking at 7-6 Central. 1-point game with 3:20 to play in the first quarter. We get a couple substitutions in here. Number 33, who is not on the roster, wasn't on that scorebook, so we're going to play this game, and he's going to be number 33 for Central.
12 in for the Wolverines.
12 would be Parker Paxton.
Perfect. Your elbow was just open
So he's
enough.
back in. Central in the front court, swinging it around, trying to get in. They try and feed the post, but Engel steps in front of the pass. The one lone returning starter showing some good defensive instincts. Vincent swings over to Paxton. Paxton's going to drive. He gets the hoop, and it's good. Timeout by Central as Riverton has come storming back here after looking very sluggish. Some great moves on the defensive, some great plays on the defensive end, and some clutch drives to the basket. There's only a 30-second timeout by Central, so we're going to stay right here, give you a little reset. Jason Vincent has 3 points. Parker Paxton had his first 2 right there, and Tanner Johnson hit the 1-3 of the game. On the Central side, Chase Talich has 3, and James Brown has 4. It is 8-7. Riverton, as we have, I don't know because they put how much time's left of the timeout on the clock. 2:50 left in the first quarter. The big concern, though, if you're a Central fan, is the fact that your 2 guys who scored all your points have 3 fouls. 2 on one, 1 on the other, and then they have a guy who hasn't scored any points and has played about 2 minutes of action, has 2 fouls as well. So that'll be something to keep an eye on. Coming out of the timeout, we're going to see the inbound by Central. Central inbounds it to number 3, Jackson Whitworth. He's going to bring the ball up. He's going to swing it over to Nathan Talich. Talich is going to drive towards the 3-point line. He's going to swing it over to Isaac Rigg, but he throws the ball completely away, and we have another turnover by Central. Gabrielson is going to inbound the ball here. Ingle's been given a breather here as they reset by putting Vincent back in. Paxton's going to bring it up. He's going to hand the ball off to Gabrielson on the left wing, or the right wing, excuse me. And Gabrielson gives up the turnover. Vincent gets back very quickly and forces the shot to miss, but I can't tell who scored that. 14, Gerds was able to follow up on that. Three-pointer by, looks like Tanner is missed, but they fouled Jason Vincent going up for the rebound. That foul is going to be on number 4, Isaac Rigg. That's going to be the team 6, and we're still in the first quarter, so Riverton's going to get some free throws here very, very quickly. Next foul put them in the 1-on-1 bonus. Tanner's looking for somebody to inbound the ball to. He gets into Gabrielson. Gabrielson's got it up here almost at half court. He's going to dribble down towards side, hand off to Vincent. Vincent's going to find Johnson. Johnson's going to find Paxton. Feed the post to Vincent. One too many passes almost, but Tanner Johnson gets it back and shoots a 3. Good! Tanner Johnson from way downtown. His second 3 of the night.
Talk about clean.
11-9 with 1:48 to play in the first quarter. The Riverton Wolverines lead this game. Feeding the post now fed the post by Central, but they walk underneath. It's number 33 because we don't have a clue who that is. I'm going to try and find my roster here, the big roster, and try and figure out, nope, number 33 is not on that one either. So here we go. Paxton's going to bring it up into the front court with 1:35. He's going to hand it off to Vincent. Vincent's going to swing it over to Johnson. Johnson to Gabrielson on the far right. He's going to drive the post on the baseline. Kick out to Tanner. Tanner for another 3. He's going to be good.
Hey, if it bounces in after the first shot,
that's 9 points. He kissed a couple of parts of the iron, but got it good. 14-9 Riverton. Central swinging around. Isaac Rigg with the ball. They swing it out to Talich. Talich is going to swing it over to Whitworth, who's going to feed the post. It's fed back out. 15 for 3. Talich is short, but the rebound by the shortest guy on the floor in Rigg. And he tries to dribble it out, and he is fouled by number 23, Tanner Johnson. That is on the 4th team foul on Riverton, so they'll just be inbounded. It's inbounded to Nathaniel Talich.
Under a minute now.
Under 1 minute. Thank you. They kick it back out. Open 3 for Whitworth is missed. Rebound is fought for, and they're going to call the foul on. They're going to call that on Central. So it's going to be a 1-and-1. Fouls on number 13, they said.
I think that was 14.
Well, I don't see a 14 on the floor. Yeah, 14.
Yep, I got you.
Okay. Adam Gerds or Gerties or, yeah. So Parker Paxton's going to go to the line. Parker Paxton takes one dribble, puts the first one up and in. Increases that lead to 6, 15-9 over the number 2 Central Indians from Cheyenne. Paxton puts the second one up, and it rolls around twice on the rim and falls just short. Central with the rebound. Whitworth's going to bring it up for Central. He's going to try and drive the lane. Gabrielson got a little bit of a hand on it. Rigg cleans it up, gets over to Nathaniel Talich. Talich feeds Gerds. Gerds back out to Talich. Talich is going to try and drive again.
Ooh,
and they're going to call I think they're going to call the off a defensive foul there, as while it looked pretty bad and the fans want Tanner to get the charge called, he was moving his feet. So that's going to be Tanner Johnson's second foul. And that is a bit concerned with 28 seconds left in the first quarter, as he is by far and away the leading scorer in this game. So it's just going to be an inbounds with only 5 team fouls. Central looking to inbound from underneath the baseline. They have to throw way out. And credit Parker, he tried to jump up and steal that, but he's given up about half a foot. But maybe that did help as they fed Nathaniel Talich, and they get called for a travel. So it's going to be Riverton's ball with 23.9 seconds left to play in the first quarter and a 6-point lead for Riverton.
Substitutions for Riverton. Welcome back.
Yeah. So Gabrielson's still in. Gabrielson playing some quality minutes. Did not start, but has played the majority of the first quarter. He's going to feed Paxton. Parker Paxton's going to slowly bring up. Looks like that Coach Sheets is going to want to play for the last shot here. No shot clock in the state of Wyoming, so Not to start that debate that seems to make people want to shoot each other on Twitter. Paxton drives the lane, shoots a 15-foot floater. He misses. Central gets the ball with 5 seconds. They're running it down. Oh, Riverton gets it back with 2 seconds, but it's stolen right back by Central. 3, no good. Just off the back iron by Jackson Whitworth. That brings the first quarter to an end. After one, the Wolverines of Riverton High School 15, the Indians of Cheyenne Central 9. You're listening to KTAK. We'll be right back after these sponsorship moments.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment. In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more, is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
We're back here on 93.9 KTAK, Wyoming's big country station, along with WyoToday.com, streaming live on both Facebook and on YouTube. So if Facebook, for whatever reason, does not like the fact that we play music, make sure you head on over to WyoToday on YouTube.
Yeah, there's always the chance that just music in the background. So we return back. It's Kevin Shields, voice of the Riverton Wolverines. Almost said the Michigan Wolverines. 7:50 to go in the 7:50 to go in the second quarter. We just start. Riverton with the ball. They're going left to right. Engel pops from 17 and misses. Comes up short. Rebound by Central. Central going to bring it up. Swings off to Nathaniel Talich. Talich gets a screen set for him. He's going to try and dribble the middle. Nothing there for him. He swings it over to his brother, younger or older, don't know, who gets it to James Brown. James Brown kicks out to Chase Talich, who launches from 3, and no good. Engel just watched the rebound there, and got very lucky there. Engel just watched the rebound, thinking it was going to bounce out. It did not, but it did go over the backboard, which is counted as out of bounds. So Engel, by just letting it go, almost cost himself a rebound. Inbound quickly. Paxton pushing up with great speed. He's going to look to go all the way to the right corner. Now he's going to go baseline. He's going to go up for the layup and leave it just a little short. He gets a little over-exuberant trying to get the offensive rebound, and he does commit the foul against Jason Whitworth. So that's going to be foul number 2 on Paxton. And it's going to be the team's 6th team foul. So the next foul against Riverton will put Central in the 1-on-1 bonus. 7:11 to play, still a 6-point game. Wolverines lead 15-9. Gabrielson has come in and taken Paxton out. Paxton, of course, just having the second foul. Tanner Johnson also has the second foul, but he's back in. Central inbounds the ball. Jackson Whitworth's going to bring it up. He's going to turn the ball over to Vincent. Vincent does not have a clear shot layup, but has somewhat. He winds up kicking it out to Tanner Johnson. Tanner Johnson winds up getting it out to Engel. Engel swings over to Gabrielson. Gabrielson for 3. Oh, in and out. Rebound was secured by Central, it looked like, but then they lost control of it and pushed it out of bounds. So it'll be Riverton basketball with 6:48 to play in the half.
Central's starting to slow down and try to be a little more precise with their movements, but that definitely was a trip up.
Inbounded over to Gabrielson. Engel's going to set a screen for him, trying to look for the pick and roll, but there was no roll. Lane's going to shoot for 3. Boom! Derek Lane with his first points of the game for a 3. And it's now grown to 18-9. Central, James Brown trips over his own feet, fed out to Vincent, taken by Tanner Johnson, who lays it up and in. Tanner Johnson with 2. Quick 5-point run for Riverton, and the lead is now 20-9. The number 2 team in the state is looking a little bit flustered. Still lots of time to play. Nathaniel Talich has it up top. They set a screen. Gabrielson goes over the top of it. Swings out Jason Whitworth, who shoots for three. No good. Engel gets the rebound. He's getting harassed out of a trap, and they're going to call a foul. The foul's going to be on number 15, it looks like. Nathaniel Talich, that's his first, but that is the team 8th foul. So again, 1-1. Going to be shot by Engel here. Lucas Engel looking for his first points of the game. 24 just checks in. That would be Hunter Hawk. He comes in for giving Derek Lang a little bit of a breather. And Lucas Engel's going to go to line for 1-1. After we get all the substitutions all kind of set and everybody where they need to be, referee gives instruction, letting them know it's 1-1, live ball after first shot. Engel's going to take one dribble. He's going to put it up, and the free throw is long, but Tanner Johnson skies up to get the rebound. Tanner's going to bring it all the way up to the top of the key. He's going to hand off to Hauk, who just came in, who's going to find Vincent. Vincent dribbling it right back up to the top of the key. Vincent getting a little fancy, and he almost got trapped, and then he fell on his own. The fans want a foul, but it looked like he was out of control there, and it's going to be a turnover. Jason Vincent is listed by the team as a power forward, and you really don't know if you want a power forward up at the top of the key dribbling the ball, and that's usually point guard territory.
You can get away from you a little bit there.
Central is going to inbound the ball. They're going to bring it up, take their sweet time bringing it across the timeline. They're going to swing it to the middle and go right back to Nathaniel Talich. Talich is going to drive, and he walked as well. Central is discombobulated, our word of the day.
There we go.
If you don't read Reader's Digest, I won't define it for you because I can't. I've just heard it used.
There you go.
So,
a very excited Riverton crowd on the opposite side of the court after that.
So Gabrielson's going to head up the point here. He gets the ball from Tanner inbounding. He's going to bring it up, and as soon as I say Gabrielson's going to take the point, Paxson goes to the scorer's table to check back in. Gabrielson doing a lot of dribbling, but getting in danger. He does wind up dribbling, and he feeds to Engel, who puts it up and in. Got in trouble, got out of trouble, got the assist. 22-9, Riverton. Nathaniel Talich going to bring it up in the front court for Central. He's going to swing it to James Brown, who Engel's going to get the steal. It's Gabrielson Engel, the dunk, and jammed home. I didn't give the kid from Shoshone credit for rim rattler. I can't give that a rim rattler. But timeout by Central. Steal and the dunk by Engel. 24-9. It's a full timeout. We're going to take it with them. 24-9. Riverton leads the number 2 Central Indians. We'll be right back on KTAK.
Is your resolution this year to be healthier? You may have made a commitment to improve your physical health, but don't forget about your financial health. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union is listed as one of the healthiest credit unions in the U.S., and we are the healthiest credit union in Wyoming, according to depositaccounts.com. Don't risk having your accounts anywhere else. Become a member today and accomplish your first resolution by becoming healthier. Financially speaking, that is. Federally insured by NCUA. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
All right, welcome back to KTAK's coverage of the Bill Stranagan Basketball Classic Tournament. What a game we've got right now. The Riverton Wolverines, underdogs against number 2 Central Indians, are winning 24-9. In fact, in the second quarter, Central has scored not 1, not 2, not 3, no, none.
Oh, wow.
They haven't scored. We're 4:50 left to go. We're 3 minutes and 10 seconds into the second quarter. Central has scored none in the second quarter, whereas, so in the second quarter, it is a 9-0 run. The crowd is into it. They're loud. The cheerleaders are into it.
Dare I say the play-by-play guy is?
The Renegade is into it. If you're not watching this, get on down. And there's still time. Come on down. Take a seat.
There's plenty of room over here. Definitely get in with the Riverton crowd. They seem like a fun bunch over there.
All right, we get an inbound by the Central. And one of the chants I hate right now is going up by the students over there. I hate the overrated chant. Maybe it's not they're overrated. Maybe it's just we're better. Riverton with the block. Gabrielson's got it. Gabrielson brings up in the half court. They go to Lang. Lang's going to have a shot to drive the – it's cut off. He had a chance to drive the baseline. It's cut off. Tanner Johnson looking for Engel to set a screen. The screen is set. He's going to shoot a 3. No good. A little bit hard. Rebound by Central. Nathaniel Talich is going to bring it not methodically, but not quite fast. They need to settle it down. He's going to throw over to, I do believe, his brother, Chase. Chase back to him. They get it over to James Brown. They get it back up front. Nathaniel Talich from way downtown leaves it way short, but because it was so short and it took a long rebound, and we get a drive by number 21, Chase Talich, and he's going to be fouled on the drive to the basket. The foul is going to be on, Parker Paxson, and you can tell by my reaction there, that's not good. The point guard, starting point guard with right under 4 minutes, really halfway into the second quarter, has 3 fouls. And that's not good. It does put him in the bonus, so it'll be 1-1 for Chase Talich here. He has 3 points on the game, and so Gabrielson is probably going to be asked to do a lot. And you do wonder with the being the first game and the conditioning that we've talked about at all these games, if that's going to come back to bite him, as Gabrielson's going to have to play long minutes. Chase Talich puts up the first free throw. He's up and good. So finally, 4:01 into the second quarter, they finally have points.
Before that first toss, Whitworth came in for Central. You wonder if they're trying to figure out a game plan to handle the Wolverines after they ran away with them.
Chase puts up the second free throw. It rattles home. So they've got 2. No field goal still in the second quarter. Gabrielson's going to take the inbound, going to bring up. So they're going to trap him immediately, which is probably smart. He swings over to Engel. Engel, you got to move. You got to get over the half timeline. Throws a really bad pass. Jason Vincent gave a really good effort to try and get it, but it winds up in Central's hands. The putback, the layup is missed, but the putback is good by Nathaniel Talich. He gets his first points of the game, first points in the second quarter, and it's looking like a second turnover. No. Just discombobulation.
Oh my goodness.
And then Engel is going to probably get called for a block here. And he is. That gives him the second one.
That's against James Brown.
Sorry we weren't able to keep you abreast about what everything was happening right there. It was all over. People just tipping the ball. It was just a mess. And Riverton's wisely, Coach Sheets going to call a timeout and go, hey guys, we're still up 11 points against number 2. Let's calm it down. And they're going to take a full timeout. So guess what? We're going to let you listen to some commercials and help us pay some bills here on KTAK.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Welcome back to KTAK's coverage of Bill Stranagan Basketball Classic Tournament. We are right now need to put a team on upset alert. The Central Indians, number 2 in the state, defending state champions for the highest classification in Wyoming athletics, is losing to Riverton here at Riverton 24-13. Riverton is a closely matched first quarter. Riverton held a 6-point lead, but since then, until about the past minute and a half, the second quarter was all Riverton. But through some untimely fouls, Central does get a chance to bring this back a little bit further, get this down to single digits. James Brown, number 25, is going to go to the line. He's going to be shooting 1-and-1 after the foul call. He takes a couple dribbles, spins in his hand twice, puts the free throw up, and it's a little long, but rebounded and put back by Nathaniel Talich. Somebody did not put a backside on a body there and box out. Riverton inbounds, and they're able to break the press quite easily. Jason Vincent to Engel. Engel with a little float or two, and that's good, and he's now got 6 in this half.
Beautiful flow there with Engel.
Central's going to bring the ball. Hey, I shouldn't have drank that water. Engel's going to get the ball after steal for 3. No good, a little long. Tanner Johnson gets the ball. It winds up in Engel's hands. He's going to reset. They're going to get over to Tanner Johnson. He's going to drive, put it up. He's a little hard, and it's no good. It goes up for the rebound, and everybody trying to touch it. It looks like James Brown of Central touched it last. So it's going to stay with Riverton. Tanner Johnson's going to email. Excuse me, folks. This is game 4. Tanner Johnson's going to inbound to Lang. Lang, it goes not off his foot, but deflected by number 21. That's Chase Talich. I'm going to keep calling him the younger brother, and if someone wants to shoot us a Facebook message or something, tell us. Inbound by Riverton. Gabrielson swings it up to Lucas Engel. Engel winds up swinging all the way over to Tanner Johnson. Tanner Johnson's going to bring it to the right, swing it to Engel, who's at the top of the key. Jason Vincent. They get to Lang down in the corner. Lang is looking. He winds up dribbling it back out to reset. They get to Engel, kind of a dangerous bounce pass there. Engel's going to drive, kick to Jason Vincent for 3. Good! And a fist bump from Jason Vincent as he hits the big 3. And another timeout by Central. It's going to be a 30-second, and we're now up to 29-15. Riverton. Jason Vincent got himself really excited about that one. Immediately after he hit it, he throws that fist down hard.
And the crowd matched him here at Wolverines gym.
The crowd is loving it. The crowd is loving it as we've gone to another timeout. That should be all of Central's timeouts, I do believe. They don't seemingly have the timeouts listed on the scoreboard. And I have been derelict in my duties of keeping the timeouts.
See, you said you needed my help, but here we are. I'm just kidding.
I told you I need your help. That's why you're here.
I'm just here for the cheesy jokes.
Oh, no, that's on the calendar on my desk. So anyway, folks, reset this. It's 29-15. One more, almost double the score of the number 2 team in the state. Riverton looking to make a statement. Now, the key to anything like this is, can they continue to make the statement? A team that's coming off a state title, number 2 in the state, their coach is going to take them back. Coach Lane is going to take them back and make the adjustments. And Bo Sheets is going to have to match him. And the intensity is going to have to stay the same. So right now, Central's inbounding the ball 90 feet away from the basket. They get the ball into Whitworth. Whitworth methodically brings it over the timeline. He's going to try a crossover. Gabrielson's sticking to him like glue, like he wants to know what flavor he's chewing. Nathaniel Talich with the ball. Jason Vincent is back on Whitworth now. Gabrielson on Talich. He swings over to Chase. Chase for 3, and it's no good. And Lang is going to come away with a rebound. They're going to get the ball to Gabrielson. Gabrielson's going to kind of juke his way across midcourt, and a reach is going to be called on Jackson Whitworth. That's going to be the 9th team foul on Central. Gabrielson is going to go to the line to shoot 1-and-1.
We're seeing
and I hope nobody gets mad, but you got to love a guy who kind of mimics the John Stockton shorts a little bit. You got to love the throwbacks.
Hey, get it while you can. And it's cool because we've watched him grow up through this program, too. So it's nice to see him come back this year and be able to put on a show as a Riverton Wolverine.
Gabrielson's first shot is up and good. He earns the second part of the 1-and-1. He's going to take a couple of power dribbles, put it up, and the second one is good.
Can't be mad at that.
Great for 100% so far on his free throws, and he's brought a good defensive intensity, having to play longer minutes with Paxson in foul trouble. Central's going to bring the ball up. Nathan Talich has it at the top of the key. He's going to swing over to Chase. Chase is going to feed James Brown the paint. He pushed off, but they didn't call it. He goes up and he misses it. Engel with the rebound. A bad pass by Engel. Basically leads Gabrielson out of bounds, and there's really nothing Gabrielson could have done about that.
He had the reach, but not quite there.
Ball's going to go back to Central here. Number 24 is going to check in. It looks like Hunter Hauk's going to come in. A number 1, which I do not have a name for. So we do apologize about that. We don't have any roster from the school or otherwise that has number 1. But he has come in. And number 2, Ty Sheets has come in. Central brings the ball up in the front court. They feed it down low. James Brown with a nice unselfish pass to Adam Gertz, and he gets it up and in for 2. 31-17, a minute 13 to go in the second quarter and in the half. Jason Vincent, again, wildly kind of dribbling the ball up. Luckily, it was hit off a guy from Central to go out of bounds. But I don't think that's the guy Bo Sheets wants, bringing the ball up the court and dribbling and trying to get a little fancy. He's got a nice shot. He's really intense, but the dribble, maybe not. So a little bit of craziness here, and it's stolen by Central on the inbound by Nathaniel Talich. He puts it up and gets 2. So now Riverton with 31-19 lead. Gabrielson's going to look to push. How did they not call the grab on James Brown there? They're going to feed it to one. One's going to put it up and barely miss it. Probably should use the glass. And they're going to call a quick foul on Jason Vincent as he reached around trying to steal the rebound. That's going to be Jason Vincent's first.
Putting the gas on the pedal a little bit, or pedal on the gas a little bit.
Putting the gas on the pedal.
One of those.
The why not click it or ticket people probably would disagree with that.
Highly.
So as quickly as number one and Ty Sheets came in, they are subbed out. We're looking more at a starting lineup for Riverton, with the exception being Parker Paxton with his 3 fouls is still sitting. Now, based on the foul by Jason Vincent, Nathaniel Talich is going to the line, shooting 1-1. He leaves the first one short, and Engel with the rebound. He's going to need help as they trap him, but they call for somebody for the hold. It's either going to be on Talich or James Brown. Let's see who that's going to be on. It's going to be on Nathaniel Talich. That's his second. And so Engel is going to go to the line for 1-1. No, for 2, as that is the 10th team foul. So, and I didn't really mean to say, oh, no, 2.
Oh, no. Oh, no. I mean, however that came out.
Yeah, it got the information across, but maybe not quite like I wanted to. Engel with the first shot on his way, and he rims it out. But we have a lane violation, it looks like. So Central does a substitution. So it looks like we're still going to have 2 shots. Number 24, Hunter Houck, also comes in for Tanner Johnson. Probably wanted to keep Tanner from getting that 3rd foul with only 43.3 left in the first half. So Engel's going to be shooting 1. No lane violation was called. It was just a substitution. He misses the second one anyway. So it's brought up by Central. Central has Nathaniel Talich with Gabrielson really hounding him defensively. He swings over to Chase. They try and feed James Brown, almost stolen by Engel, but gotten back by Chase, who feeds James Brown, and he gets it 2 up and in. 23 seconds left. Gabrielson takes the inbound pass. He's going to throw it over to Engel. Engel's still in the backcourt, needs to get it over front court. They could call Engel for the hook there, but I don't think they're going to. They're not. They're going to actually call Adam Gerds for the foul there, I do believe. Adam Gerds, that's going to be his second. And let's see if we can. 14, Gertis is his name, so that's what we'll call now. At least that's what our PA announcer's calling him, so we'll go with that. So Engel is going to go to line and shoot 2 here. Engel puts the first one up, and he short arms that one, and it's short off the front of the rim. So free throw line has not been kind to the returning starter and team leader.
Is 24 Philbin for Central?
Yes, he is.
He's back on the court.
Engel gonna spin it in his hands, take one dribble, put it up, and he gets the free throw. Very productive second quarter for him as he leads all scorers with 7. Nathaniel Talich right behind him for the quarter with 6. 17.1 left, 32-21. Riverton, Central gonna bring it up, get it over to James Brown. James Brown drives, puts it up, and good. So 9.2 left. They get the ball in to number 1, who's checked back in. He's going to get over to Jason Vincent with 4 seconds. Number 1's going to shoot a 3 with no time on the clock, and it's off and no good. So we're going to go to half here. Score, Riverton 32. Central out of Cheyenne, number 2 in the state, 23. We'll be right back for the halftime show here on WTAK.
Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Worland, Basin, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
Riverton's Hampton Inn.
All right, welcome back to KTAK, not WTAK, as it's W east of the Mississippi. To the Bill Stranigan Basketball Classic. We're joined by Coach McIntosh of the Riverton Lady Wolverines. And, Coach, what do you think of the game? It looked like real close in the beginning, then their press kind of wore on you a little bit, but great fight to cut that 16-point deficit down to 8.
Yeah, I thought we really battled all the way through. The girls could have just hung their heads and said it is what it is, but we kind of challenged them during a timeout and said, hey, let's get this down to 6 points with about 6 minutes and see what happens. And, I don't know if we ever got to that, but we did get it to 7, and we had a couple opportunities to make some free throws, and, I thought we just did a pretty good job in the end, of getting back into it. We just ran out of time.
That happens. It happens to the best of us. Our player of the game here on KTAK was Camden Sheets. She had one heck of a fourth quarter for you as far as on the scoring. But we had Camden Sheets and Savannah Martinez right there neck and neck. Both had a wonderful game. Camden really in the first quarter, and Savannah kind of buoyed you in the first quarter with 7.
Yeah, and Savannah's a scorer, and when she gets hot, she's pretty tough to contain, and she really got us going. And then Camden kind of picked it up in the later stages and did an awesome job. I thought she did a good job at the point today, and just played really under control and played within herself.
Now, we've asked every coach about conditioning, and they've all said 3 games, 3 days. What is your concern about playing a game, again, in less than 24 hours?
Probably the biggest concern is just getting healthy and getting our legs back under us. We run pretty hard, and I think we get after it in practice, but there's nothing like competing and playing, and so this is a great conditioner for us too. So it's just getting us in shape, and every team struggles with it, at the beginning.
Excellent. Well, we do appreciate your time coming on with us.
Oh, yeah.
And we look forward to calling you tomorrow night at 4 o'clock, I do believe.
Yeah.
Here again. And thank you for your time.
Yeah.
And good luck with the rest of the tournament, and I'm sure we'll talk again.
Yeah, we will. And thank you, and go Big Red. All right.
Thank you, Coach McIntosh. That's Coach McIntosh of the Lady Wolverines of Riverton here on KTAK. We'll be right back with more of the WyoToday Media Halftime Show.
Sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
All right, listen up, elves. I know this is a busy time of year, and we all have places to be and things to do. But please, don't text and drive. Be careful. Last week, Sheldon and Shipping crashed into a load of Legos. And yesterday, Randy and Wrapping ran through a red light. Just slow down, buckle up, and put your phone down while you drive. Thank you. Now get back to work.
Stop the texts, stop the wrecks. Brought to you by WyoToday.
Ever wonder why so many babies are delivered at Hot Springs Health in Thermopolis? Could it be the exceptional prenatal care offered by our providers? Or our convenient family practice clinics located in Thermopolis, Warland, Basin, Shoshone, and Riverton? Maybe it's our new OB suites with large jetted tub, or maybe it's the place where you know you can find all of this and more.
Welcome back to the WyoToday Media Halftime Show here on KTAK. We are at the Bill Stranagan Basketball Classic Tournament where Cheyenne Central is on upset alert as the Riverton Wolverines lead 32-23 at half. Want to go over a little bit of the halftime stats for the visitors. Gerdes has 4. Nathaniel Talich has 6 total, all coming in the second quarter. Chase Talich, I'm guessing his brother, has 5. And James Brown has 4 in each quarter for 8 to make up their 23 total points. For the home team, Jay Vincent has 3 per quarter to have 6. Cade Gabrielson has 2 points, both at the free throw line. Parker Paxton with 3, Derek Lang with 3, Tanner Johnson with 11, and Lucas Engel with 7. All those coming in the second quarter for Lucas. We do have one concern for the home team for Riverton. Parker Paxton is starting shooting guard or point guard. He seems to control the ball, but they list him as a shooting guard. He got 3 quick fouls, 2 in the first quarter to be kind of concerning, and then a third about midway through the second quarter, which led to him getting benched and probably wouldn't see action. I expect we will see him come out, although Gabrielson has played extremely well, especially on the defensive end. Gabrielson has some tenacity and a skill set of controlling the ball. Parker sets himself a little bit difference maker as far as his speed and what he can do to break down a defense. Central has tried to press, which was so successful for their girls team and so successful for like the Sheridan girls earlier today on our broadcast on KFCW. But the Riverton Wolverines have been able to break it consistently. We've got about 2.5 minutes until we're back here with live basketball action. So we're going to step away and help pay some bills here on KTAK.
Hi, this is Terry Banker. I'm minister at New Hope Christian Church in Lander, Wyoming. We want to support the kids of this area academically, athletically, and spiritually. Our address is 630 Mount Hope Drive. Come to Sunday school at 9:30 and our worship service at 10:45.
Former University of Wyoming quarterback Josh Allen is worthy of Wyoming.
23 plays into my first start here at the University of Wyoming. I dropped back, kind of went through a progression. I saw the middle of the field kind of open up. I decided to lower my shoulder. His helmet went straight into my collarbone here. We landed on the 20-yard line. At that moment, I knew something was really bad.
So Josh's collarbone was pretty bad. He had broken in multiple places, and it required hardware fixation with the plate in order to get it back together.
It was devastating news to me and my family, just knowing that, it could have ended 23 plays in.
We had no question whether we could perform the surgery here, given our wide range of varying subspecialties within orthopedics.
I would recommend Premier Bone and Joint Centers. The thing that made me feel really comfortable with them was they made it feel like your own family.
I think he'll have no problem performing in the NFL. His rehab and his recovery done very well, and I don't see any restrictions on him whatsoever.
They want the best for you, and they won't steer you wrong.
Let us show you why we're worthy of Wyoming.
Riverton Vision Center offers comprehensive eye health exams, highly trained staff, and a large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Ballard, Dr. Hinkle, and Dr. Frazier offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today.
Welcome back to KTAK's coverage of the Bill Stranagan Basketball Classic Tournament. We'll be getting back to the Riverton Cheyenne Central game in just a minute. Just want to clue you in on some upcoming events that we've got going on. Tomorrow on KTAK at 4 and 5:30, Riverton will be facing Sheridan. It'll also be video live streamed on WyoToday.com. Lander Valley will be facing Cheyenne East. Cheyenne East girls being the defending state champions. That will be at 10 and 11:30 in the morning on KFCW 93.1, live streamed at KFCW's Facebook site. And then also tomorrow on KWYW 99.1, Cody Beers and Jason Peterson are going to be bringing you Wyoming Indian games as well as St. Stephen's High School games as they are facing off in tournaments in Wright and Glen Rock. We also, I do believe, have some events tomorrow where you can help out in the community by helping with our Stuff the Bus program. Why don't you tell us a little bit about it in the 2.1 seconds we have?
Okay, Stuff the Bus is for Fremont County kids where you can donate a toy to a family in need. There's families that are fighting illness, financial troubles. So if you have maybe an extra $10 to $20 to spend on a Fremont County child this year, folks, please do.
And where are we going to be tomorrow?
Well, I'm looking that up right now.
Baumgars.
Oh, Baumgars.
And Hello the House.
In Lander. Also, there is a Lander sign-up location, so you can go to those remote broadcasts that the radio station is doing. So if you know a family in need that might not see Christmas presents this year, you can go sign up that family.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I was like, you're the one going tomorrow.
Just
kidding. No, we have sports, actually.
Saturday. It's Saturday, not tomorrow.
Oh, then why'd you say tomorrow then?
No, I said we had games tomorrow.
Okay.
I may have said Stuff the Bus was tomorrow. Stuff the Bus is at Baumgars and Hello the House in Lander on Saturday. And Baumgars is from 10 to noon, I do believe. And Hello the House is 1 to 3.
Yes.
I may be at the Baumgars one. I just don't know yet.
So if you want to meet Kevin, he's new here. We appreciate him. Come say hi.
All right, we're back in action here as Central's going to start with the ball. They're going left to right on your radio dial. Jackson Whitworth's going to start out. He gets immediately to Nathan Talich, though. Nathaniel Talich is going to drive. He stopped, kicks it to James Brown, who drives down. He stopped, kicks it over to Chase Talich, who puts one up, misses, gets his own rebound, misses, and Engel comes away with the board. Paxson is back in at point guard for Riverton Wolverines. He's going to bring it over the timeline. He's going to use some of that speed to try and drive, but he winds up handing it off to Lang. Lang switches over to Johnson. Johnson's going to drive. He's going to try and put up a 2, and he is good. Nice running floater to start off the half. 34-23, 7:21 to go in the third. Whitworth brings it up, gets it to Talich. Everything seems to go through Talich, if you've noticed that, Rusty. They swing it over to, I think it's Chase. He airballs a 3. Rebound by Engel. The airball chants kind of sort of ring out, not in unison. Paxton brings it back over the timeline, looking to extend that lead after the airball by Chase Talich. Paxton's going to drive. He's going to dribble himself a little bit into trouble. He tries to shoot a fadeaway, and he's off the left iron and out. Rebound taken away by James Brown. Central doesn't look ready to push it. They bring it up somewhat methodically. They feed it to James Brown, who feeds it underneath the post. Two Central players try to go for it, and Lane comes away with it. He has to pick up his dribble, though, and get it over to Paxson. 6:38 to play in the third quarter. Paxson brings this over the timeline. He swings it over to Tanner Johnson. Johnson looks to fake out James Brown, takes it down the middle. He is fouled and gets the shot off, but no good. That foul is going to be on James Brown. That's going to be his second. It's going to be a shooting foul, so Tanner Johnson is going to take that ball and try and shoot 2 and extend this lead to 13 at 34-23. Tanner Johnson puts it up, and he's good on the first.
Kevin, the narrative not changing much from the first half to the second half, knock on wood.
Not really, yes, knock on wood. Tanner Johnson gets the ball. He's going to put up the second, and he hits both of his free throws. Quick 4 points for him in the first minute and a half of the second half. And it's 36-23, 13-point lead for Riverton. Central's going to bring it up. Whitworth's going to go to Nathaniel Talich once again, who's going to go back to Whitworth. Whitworth's going to drive, cut off by Johnson. He does do a spin and a bad foul by Johnson. It was not a good shot by Whitworth, but he did get it up, and Johnson seemingly got him a little bit in the face. That is 3 personals for Tanner Johnson. That is the first team foul of the half for Riverton. So Whitworth is going to go to the line. Whitworth so far is scoreless, and Gabrielson is going to come in. Looks like he's going to play utility man. The free throw's up and no good by Whitworth. Gabrielson is going to come in and get Tanner Johnson. Gabrielson showing some versatility that Coach trusts him to take up both of the guard level spots, if you will. And here comes the second free throw by Whitworth. He's going to take 2-3 dribbles, put it up, and he misses that. Engel with the board. Engel is going to pass it to Paxson, and Paxson is going to bring it up. A little token pressure by Whitworth. Jackson breaks that, no problem. He's going to run to the left side of the key. He's going to hand it off to Vincent, who comes up to the top. Vincent dribbles himself a bit into trouble, but kicks out to Gabrielson. Gabrielson going to take it to his left, hand off to Paxson. Paxson's going to take a little 15-footer, and he misses a little bit strong on that rebound by Central. Central coming back down. Chase Talich with the ball. He gets up to Whitworth, who gets it to Nathaniel Talich, who shoots for 3. No good, but he falls up, gets his own rebound. Nobody box out the shooter. Passes to James Brown. That's up and good. Vincent is bringing the ball up the court now. Paxson being kind of well guarded by Whitworth. Vincent's going to try and hook around and get down, but it's tapped away by Chase Talich. Not really the guy. We got 2 guards like Parker and Gabrielson that you probably want just handling the ball completely there. But he has played an incredible game so far, filling his role nicely.
Will Tanger in for Central, seeing a really good pace throughout this second part of play so far, but man, Well, second half.
Inbounded by Riverton. Paxton's going to drive. Ill-advised shot, but he got blocked. He did get it back himself, and it looks like he may have drawn the foul on that second attempt, which is really bailing out. He went into the land of giants, and quite honestly, Paxton's not a giant. So there is a foul. It's going to be on number 13, Zach Wiltanger. That's his first foul. So it's going to be the second team foul, and Riverton's going to inbound. They inbound into the paint to Engel. Engel puts a backside in, does a turnaround, misses pretty badly off the board, but it's taken by Central on the rebound, and they're going to bring it down. Nathaniel Talich bring it down. Gabrielson just blindsided on a screen by 14, leaving Talich open for three. He misses that. Riverton, Lang with the rebound. They get it up to Vincent. Vincent looks like he's going to drive, and he gets the ball stolen again trying to dribble. And he's going to get way too aggressive trying to make up for the turnover, and he winds up giving up the foul. So that's going to be Vincent's second of the game. That's also going to be the second team foul of the game for Riverton. So 23 comes back in, 23, of course, being Johnson. He comes back in to give Paxton a little bit of a spell. Probably don't want both on the court at the same time right now because both have 3 fouls. Central inbounds after the foul by Vincent. They swing with Gabrielson with a steal. Nice play in the passing lane. He's going to hold up. A horrible try at drawing the charge by Nathaniel Talich. He looked like a sniper had gotten him kind of thing. He just went down with very little contact. I'm surprised they can call that, but they did defensively recover and slap the ball out of bounds. So it's going to be in Tanner Johnson's going to inbound it. Gabrielson comes out, gets the ball about close to center court. It's given to Tanner Johnson. Tanner Johnson's going to drive. He kicks out to number 24, Hunter Hawk, who gives up to Gabrielson, who then gives it right back to Houck. And Jason Vincent gets it up top, and he's dribbling way too much again, and he passes it right away. Gabrielson unable to keep it, and Nathaniel Talich is going to bring it up. He throws it to Whitworth for Central. He's going to drive, and they call him for an old-fashioned palming. He carried, and he got caught. 4:15 to go in the third quarter. As you hear the "you can't do that" chants, you certainly cannot do that. And it's 36-25, 11-point lead for Riverton over the number 2 Cheyenne Central Indians.
They're better at this than I am.
Central on the full court. They got it. And then a foul on Gabrielson as Central Nathan Talich forced the turnover. What is going to be the cost? The call is going to be number 5 with a hold. That is Cade Gabrielson. That's
like
going to be the third team foul
going on at the Central coach's bench.
I think the Central coach wanted an intentional or a flagrant. He did grab him, and he didn't get any ball, and he really didn't go for a ball. But it's going to have to be a little more violent than that. So Central inbounds the ball. Nathaniel Talich swings it over to Wilthanger. Nathaniel Talich back with the ball. He's going to go to James Brown at the free throw line. James Brown drives and rejected by Engel. James Brown wanted to go up strong, rejected by Engel. Engel took the ball, slammed it down his knee, so even more harm. Turnover by James Brown.
What a fantastic play by Engel. They're waiting as Central came by.
Riverton inbounds it to Paxton. Paxton using that speed, kicks it out to Lang, who had a look at 3. Tanner Johnson has a look at 3. He gives it up as the closeout by James Brown was good. Paxton dribbles it down. Long 3 by Johnson, well short. And the rebound's going to fall to James Brown. James Brown pushing it up the court. And blocked by Engel again! Oh, the crowd is rocking now. Engel has said no, sir, twice in a row.
How does he have such a calm face after putting down such a stiff block?
This time it does go. It goes out off Engel, so it's going to be Central ball. Crowd really got into 2 blocks in a row. Inbounded out to Wilthanger. Wilthanger's going to find Nathaniel Talich. Talich is going to have a screen set for him by Wilthanger on the left side. He's going to drive the lane. He's going to turn it over. Lane comes up with the ball. Lang bringing the ball up, He's going to bring it all the way up to the key. Kicks out to Gabrielson. Gabrielson on the wing. Gabrielson looking for help. Someone needs to go help him out. Paxson does. Paxson calls the play, touching his head.
Slows
we'll
him
see
down,
what that
too.
play will mean. Paxson drives, gets a screen set by Engel. He's at 15 foot. He pulls up a jumper off the backboard, but no good. Rebound to Central. Nathaniel Talic's going to bring it up. We got 3 minutes to play, 11-point game, 36-25, Riverton. Nathaniel drives, puts up a little runner, misses. Rebound gets tipped by James Brown, but taken by Lang. Paxson now out on the break. He's going to drive. He finds Engel, who finds Gabrielson, who shoots a three. Good! Gabrielson for three! And the crowd is losing their mind. 39-25. Timeout Central. They're going to take a full timeout. We're going to take it with them here on KTAK. We're going to pay some bills now, so we'll see you in a minute.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Welcome back to KTAK's coverage of the Bill Shrankin Basketball Classic Tournament. We've got 25 seconds left until we come right back from the full timeout called by Central, I do believe. I saw the full signal. I did not see who called it.
It was Central.
It is 39. It would make sense. 39-25. The number 2 Cheyenne Central Indians have trailed the vast majority of this game, and a good majority of it by double digits. It's 39-25. Leading into the timeout, Gabrielson hit a wing three-pointer to drive not only the crowd, but this play-by-play guy nuts. And I have a feeling Rusty's having a good laugh at that. So I am here with the Renegade. Can you feel the electricity in this gym, Rusty?
Well, I'm sure our folks at home can hear it both on the radio and streaming live. If you aren't here, though, in this gym, you aren't experiencing this game.
Inbounded by Central. They're going to bring up. We get a quick whistle. I don't know what we got. A warning of some sort. Oh, I think it was a warning for an untucked shirt.
Whoops.
Those are technically illegal. Some refs let it go, some don't. So they make James Brown tuck his shirt back in, and so we'll kind of start this all back over after the timeout. Whitanger brings it up. Actually, no. Yeah, Jackson Whitworth brings it up. Gets it Nathaniel Talich. Talich going to swing back to Whitworth on the wing. Whitworth's going to feed James Brown on the paint. James Brown's going to feed, I can't make out a number 13, Whitanger, but he's going to travel or step on the line, one of the two. Trying to look at his name. I think he traveled. So it's going to be Jason Vincent inbounding the ball. Full court press. Now let's see if they have as good a full court press as their girls team did, because that could get them back in a hurry. Inbounded to Gabrielson. James Brown is on Gabrielson, but Gabrielson just shakes it. But Talich comes from behind, grabs it, goes in for the layup, and good by Talich. His first two of the second half. So the press is on, but Talich got a little too aggressive there on setting up the press, and they fouled Jason Vincent. So on Nathaniel Talich, that's going to be his third foul. That's going to be his third foul. It's going to be the third team foul as well. Both teams with 3 team fouls. The press, though, is seemingly, now they get into Paxson, who just leaves everybody in the dust. Driving, finds Lang. Lang gives up the easy, what looked like an open three. Hits it back out to Paxson. Paxson to Vincent. Vincent on the wing, bringing it up top. Want to get it out of his hands. He's dribbling a little bit suspicious or suspect. He gets over to Lang. Lang brings up to the top of the key. Lang's going to drive. Lang going all the way to the hole, and no good. Almost had it. Paxson fought for the rebound, which allowed Vincent to get the rebound. Vincent's going to find Gabrielson, who's going to launch a three. Good! Gabrielson from downtown. He's got 2 of those in the game. 42-27 Wolverines.
Sign me up for the next T-shirt.
Nathaniel Talich comes up, bringing it. The offense goes through. Blocked by Engel. They feed Gabrielson, who's on a breakaway. He lays it up, and good! good! And now they are starting to pull away, 44-27 Riverton. 1 minute, 7 seconds left in the third quarter. James Brown going to take it to the post, which is what they need to do, and that is exactly what the doctor ordered for them. An easy 2, under 1 minute to play in the third quarter. Riverton inbounds it. Bringing the ball, Paxton's going to bring it all the way up. No pressing, and they just grab him as he had Brown beat, and he had no choice but to grab him. So that's going to be the third foul on Brown, 14th foul on Central.
Strategy foul there.
Yeah, it was either that or give up the easy layup. Although you like to think you'd have a little faith in your fellow teammates that the help defense would be there. Especially when Brown and Nathaniel Talich are the only people who scored in the second half. He does not need to get another foul. Wholesale substitutions. Absolute wholesale substitutions by Central, so I can't promise I'll know any of their names.
That's all right. On the Wolverines, we have Gabrielson to the bench, a well-deserved break.
Tanner Johnson inbounds it, missed by Riverton. Rebound is going to go to number 5. That'd be Shumway. Shumway's going to take it down the court. He's going to pull up at the key, get over to Chase Talich. Chase Talich feeds over to Rigg. Rigg back over to Shumway. Shumway feeds it over to Chase. Chase in the paint, drives the paint against Engel. He misses. Engel gets a rebound, but they call a jump ball as it's tied up. That's number 1,437,341 jump balls I've seen today.
Welcome to tournaments.
Yes, evidently. So, due to the lovely possession era, which most true basketball fans hate, they should jump it up. It's going to be inbounded by Johnson. Johnson's going to look for Paxton. He's not going to find him. He's, almost 5 seconds. He's going to have to get it to Vincent. Vincent breaks the press, gets over to 24. 24 down to Lang. Lang going to try the reverse layup, and good! That's his first 2 points of the second half. Extends the lead to 17. 46-29. 5 seconds left in the the third quarter. Rick shoots it up. He misses. Tanner Johnson gets the rebound. He throws it all the way down the court. He misses.
He was trying to
that
snipe
wasn't
a
going to be close. Scared the cheerleaders who weren't exactly paying attention right there. So we are going to go to the final 8 minutes, Riverton. 46-29. Riverton leading by 17 over the number 2 Cheyenne Central. We will be right back after these important sponsorship messages here on KTAK.
There are 2 ways to buy 4x4 gear, the expensive way and the smart way. The expensive way is when you buy a new truck or SUV and the dealer sells you the brush guard, the heavy-duty bumpers, the steps, lights, winch, you name it. He rolls it all in with your loan into your monthly payment. But here's the smart way. Shop at Wyoming 4x4, where you get expert advice from Dan, quality gear, professional installation, all for a whole lot less than you'd spend at a car dealer. Wyoming 4x4 on North Federal in Riverton. The smart way to roll. From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. For more than 25 years, we've aimed to provide the best internet and phone service to meet the needs of our customers all across the great state of Wyoming. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you. Wyoming.com. We're out there.
Welcome back to KTAK. We are live at the Bill Stranagan Basketball Classic here at Wolverine Gym on the campus of Riverton High School. It is 46-29. The home team, the good guys, up by 17 over the Cheyenne Central Indians. No, we are hometown radio. The upset alert is on high. It's high alert for Central right now. They've got 8 minutes to figure out how to come back from a 17-point deficit. They start the quarter with the ball. They feed it into the paint to Brown. Brown's going to kick it out to Nathaniel Talich, who takes a long 3, and he nails it. That is step 1. They're going to set up the press. Let's see what happens. They get it into Paxton. Paxton's going to bring it up. He easily breaks the press. He's going to swing it to Engel. Engel's going to take a little 15-foot floater. He completely misses everything. Things going really well for the first 30 seconds for Central. Nathaniel Talich going to bring it up. They get it over to Whitworth. Whitworth's going to try and force feed James Brown. He does. They get back up to Talich. He's going to shoot another 3. He's way off target. Rebound is taken up by Central. Another 3 miss. And finally, Johnson's going to come away with the rebound for Riverton. Johnson bring it up. He slows it up at half court. He feeds it to Engel. Engel gives it back to him. He's going to shoot the three. Tanner Johnson misses. Rebound by Brown. Brown going to get it over to Whitworth as they bring across the timeline for Central. 6:54, 46-32, Riverton trying to pull off the major upset here in Wyoming. Nathaniel Talich is going to drive. He's going to fake. He's going to put it up. He's going to miss. Brown with the rebound. He's going to put it up and good.
Engel jumped just a little too soon.
46-34, down to 12 points from 17. Engel gets the ball to Paxson. Paxson brings it over the timeline. He's going to find Lang, who kicks it right back to Paxson. 6:29 to play. Paxson calls the play by touching his head 3 times again. Engel sets the screen. Paxson with a little floater from 15. Good! Paxson has not scored since the first quarter till those very important buckets. Timeout called by Riverton. It's going to be a 30 seconds, so we are going to stay right here. Folks, upsets are fun. And right now, Riverton with a 14-point advantage, 48-34. Right at 6 minutes or so to play as they put the timeout amount up there, and we can't count to 30.
Right, and the Wolverines are trying to spoil you tonight. Your first Wolverines game with us?
Yes.
You've got one of the best upsets in the state.
We've got a matchup here, number 2, visiting here for the Bill Stranigan tournament. And what a way for Riverton to possibly start a season if they can pull this upset. In a tournament named after a man who's absolutely legend here. To be able to pull it off in that tournament at their home gym over number 2, the defending state champs, that'd be one of those go home and remember it tonight with a smile on your face. And I'm sure these students and these fans really want to see it, but nobody wants it more than Coach Sheets and these boys. They've got 6 minutes, not 16, thank goodness. 6 minutes, 19 seconds left. Again, 48-34, Riverton. The foul situation isn't devastating for anybody. At most, the most is 3. And we have a whistle on the floor as Central was bringing it up, and I don't know what it is. Somebody had dropped something, blew onto the floor, and somehow a ref from 485 feet, no, about 35, was able to see it. He has to inbound it right in front of the student section, and they give him all sorts of grief, Nathaniel Talich, that is. He just waves it off. Jackson Whitworth gets it, feeds it back to Talich. Talich gets it over to Rigg. Rigg with a very unconventional three-point form, but rims in and out. Paxson with the rebound. They're going to try and double-team Paxson. I don't highly advise this. He calls timeout as he gets to half court. He saw them bringing a triple up as Rigg was going to try and bring up the triple team. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. We are going to take this one. We'll be right back on KTAK.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance.
We're back on KTAK, inbounded by Riverton. Vincent going to try and pseudo lob it to Engel, but it comes up short, but it is out off of Central. Gabrielson going to check back in. Boy, did he have that crowd rocking in the third quarter with those 2 big threes. He comes in for Vincent. Vincent getting high fives all the way around from the team. So Johnson's going to inbound to Paxson. Paxson tries to drive the baseline. He is immediately fouled by Jackson Whitworth. That's going to be Whitworth's second foul, team's 5th foul of the half. And so Tanner Johnson's going to do this all over again from basically the exact same place he's inbounded. Inbounds right to Paxson once again. Paxson's going to drive the baseline this time. Whitworth doesn't even try and stop him this time. And Paxson puts it up and good.
Paxton's got jumps.
Paxson extends the lead 50-34 with 5:37 to go in the game. Whitworth brings it up. He feeds Brown. Brown's going to hit Rigg. Rigg with a weird 3 look, but he comes up short. Rebound by Lang. Lang's going to get it over to Paxson and bring it up, and this is seemingly becoming more and more of a reality. Paxson swings over to Gabrielson. Gabrielson fakes the pass to Johnson down the corner. Gabrielson's going to bring it up top, close to midcourt. Dribbles between his legs. Hands off to Johnson, who comes up. They then hand it off to Lang. Lang to Paxson. Paxson feeds it down to Johnson. Johnson looks at a turnaround, doesn't shoot it. Gets it to Engel from 15. He's off the mark. Rebound by Rigg. Nathaniel Talish looking to push the ball up the floor quickly. Talish from 15 fakes. Gets it down to James Brown in the below block. Brown goes up for 2, and he's off. 14 goes kind of up and over the back, but I think they're going to call it on Johnson for undercutting him. So that was 14. Adam Gerdes was trying to get up and under, got the rebound, so they're going to call the foul on Engel. That's his 3rd, team 4th. Still not in the danger of the bonus. 14, Gerdes is going to shoot 1 and 1. Oh, no, excuse me, 2 shots because he fouled shooting. He hits the first one. That's his first points of the second half.
Vincent's coming in for Lang.
Vincent did indeed come in for Lang. I didn't know what to say there, so I just repeat what you said. Gerdes with his second one. It's on the way. It's a little bit hard, but unfortunately for the good guys, Nathaniel Talish with the ball. Riverton trying to trap him a little bit. They get it out to Whitworth. He drives the middle, and that's not where a guard of his size is going to push it.
Travel call.
He gets into the land of the Giants, and he traveled. So turnover when they do not need turnovers for Central. 50-35, 4:41 to play. Riverton trying to upset the number 2 team in the preseason rankings in the state. They get the ball into Tanner Johnson. There's nobody in front of him. He takes it all the way, high off the glass, misses. Engel with a rebound, up and misses, but he is fouled.
Some good sportsmanship helping Engel back up from Central. Looks like he may have a couple scrapes.
So the foul is going to go on. Let's see here. They're not going to tell me.
Shortly after some conversation.
So it's going to be on Shumway, number 5. That's his first. That's only his only stat record for the day. Engel goes to the line, shoots the first one, rattles home. Engel is going to get the ball back from the official. He's going to bounce one time. He's going to put it up. The second one is up and more pure than the first one. That's his first 2 points of the second half to extend the lead to 52-35, 17-point lead. Riverton leads the number 2 team in the state of Wyoming. And now we're having official chats again for some reason, and they're just chatting back and forth from 90 feet away from each other. Finally, we get an inbound by Central. Central's going to bring the ball up. It's going to be Shumway. Shumway's going to find Brown way away from his normal spot in the low post. He tries to drive. He's cut off by Vincent. They get it back over to Shumway. Shumway finds Riggs. Riggs tries to dribble, and the ball goes off of Lang, who's on the defense. I'm not sure why they were starting Brown up at the top like that. He's made a lot of damage, caused a lot of damage down the low post. He cuts away, and nice defense by Tanner Johnson on the inbound, tips it out of bounds. Unable to inbound. 4:12 to play in this game.
Riverton boxing out Central, just keeping him from getting anything done now.
Brown is going to inbound from the corner. Not a fun place to inbound from if you're a basketball fan, but he does get it into Rigg. Rigg is going to swing it to Nathaniel Talish. Talish for 3, and he bangs that home.
He's got a clean 3, have to admit that.
That's his 6th point of the half. They find Lang. Lang, if he'd caught that clean, would have been able to shoot for a 3. Unfortunately, though, Shumway just reaches in and just fouls him. 52-38 after the 3 by Nathaniel Talish. They're on the full court press right now, East Central, but they're not able to transition into a half-court D at all, and it's leaving all sorts of opportunities. If Lang had caught that free and clear, he could have gone for a 3, could have driven. As such, he didn't, but Shumway bails him out with a cheap foul. Lang hits his first free throw, one more on the way.
Goes for some high fives and was not met.
As that was the 7th team foul on the visitors from Central. So as such, it'll be 1-1 at least for the next foreseeable future. Lang hits the second one to extend the lead 54-38. 16-point lead with 3:49 to play. Shumway brings it over. He passes Nathaniel Talish. Talish gives it back to Shumway, and a timeout is called by Central. It's going to be a full timeout. We're going to take it with them. Come right back with us on KTAK. Upset alert in the making.
CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
Why should you choose Lander Medical Clinic or Western Family Care for your health care? In addition to 4 locations in Fremont County, they also provide telehealth. Telehealth can be your go-to answer when you're out of town, on the road, or just can't get to urgent care. All you need is a good internet connection. To schedule a telehealth appointment, call 332-3941 today. That's 332-3941. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care. With telehealth, they're putting your health first every time. Welcome back to KTAK's coverage of the Bill Stranagan Basketball Classic Tournament. We're about 20 seconds away from the final, about 3.5 minutes of this last game of the evening here at Riverton. Riverton Wolverines are 54. Central Indians, the number 2 ranked. Have I said that enough yet? The number 2 in the states and defending state champion, Central Wyoming, 38. Riverton is making an announcement today, and that is to the rest of Class 4, Class 4A, that they are here.
You know, you talked to Coach Sheets about the tough opponents coming up, and man, that's just making the next couple days look real great to listen into.
Talich gets the ball inbound. He's going to swing it to, no, he's going to keep it. He's going to pick up his dribble, get it to Rigg. Central Rigg gets it over to Shumway. Shumway feeds it over to Whitworth. Whitworth for 3. He's a little bit hard, but nobody. Lang did not put a body on him. He drives the lane. Probably ill-advised. Engel goes for the block, but Engel got all body on poor Whitworth. That was a hard foul, and he's going to get 2 here. Lucas Engel, that is his 4th foul. That's the 5th team foul for Riverton. Yes, so Whitworth is going to the line. His first one is up and good. That's his first points of the game. The good part looking down the path of this next 3.5 minutes is that Riverton has some fouls to give before they got 2 fouls, well, 1 foul to give actually. They've got a foul to give before they give up automatic free throws. Whitworth puts the second one up. It's hard off the glass and out. Swing around the horn. They wind up in Talich's hands. You know they're going to depend on him if they have any prayer come back. It was a clean block with the hand by Jason Vincent, but he did get the ball with his hand, but he did get body to body on there. He's a very intense player. Sometimes a little out of control, but you take the good with the bad. And it's going to see Nathaniel Talich to the line, shooting 2. And unfortunately, that was also their foul to give. So now any foul by Riverton is going to lead to 1-on-1. Nathaniel Talich puts the first one up. He bangs it off about all the pieces of the iron that you can and gets it in.
Should be also noted there was a substitution for Engel. Paxton back in.
So Coach Sheets going small here, probably with some ball control. Expecting a press. Nathaniel Talich going to dribble a couple times, spin it in his hands, put that up, and the second one is good as well. They set up the press. Vincent to inbound. Their press is looking mighty good. They get it into Johnson, though, in the corner. Johnson dribbles the middle, gets it to Jason Vincent, who may be the guy they want to have having the ball. Vincent brings it all the way up, and now he's going to drive hardcore. He's going to get way down. Oh, he left his feet, tried to pass it. You never leave your feet in that situation because he wasn't ready to shoot or pass. Turnover, they bring it down. Get it to Nathaniel Talich. He's going to take a long-range 3. In and out. Rebound by Gabrielson. Gabrielson's going to bring it up over the midcourt line. They get it to, they try and trap him. They get it to Tanner Johnson. Tanner Johnson's going to bring it up to the top of the key. He's going to drive. He drives, puts up the 2, and no good. 2:35 to play. 54-41, 13-point game. Riverton leads number 2, Cheyenne Central. Nathaniel Talich goes all the way down the court, lays it up and short. Gabrielson with the rebound. He gets it over to Paxton. Paxton wisely kind of holds up a little bit, gets it over the timeline, using his speed. Excuse me. And now he's going to dribble. He's going to take over to Johnson. Johnson's perfectly content to just kind of sit there and dribble around and hold the ball. He gets it over to Vincent. Vincent taking up the top. Vincent with another turnover, calls over the dribble. Vincent needs to be very careful there. Talich takes it up and scores 2. That puts him at, I do believe, actually, 10 for the half in Nathaniel Talich. So it's a 54-43 game with 1:50 Minute 50 for the big upset and the great start to your season. Paxton going to drive the lane. He's wide open. Oh, and he missed, but he got fouled on the way in. Just barely didn't have enough to get it up and over. The foul is going to be the 8th team foul against Central, and it's going to go against Jason Whitworth. That's his third foul. Paxton is going to go to the line with really some points right now that Riverton really wants to get. They want to get these 2 free throws because it's slowly getting, one more trip that is empty. He hits the first one. And next thing you know, we're talking about less than 10-point game.
Angle in for Vincent. 2 coming in for Central. We have 41 and 21 coming to the court.
41 would be Cordell White. 21 would be Chase Talich.
Oh, the brothers.
The Talich brothers reunited, and it feels so good. Paxton with his second free throw on the way, and it's up and good. 56-43, minute 41 to the upset. Central brings it over the timeline. They find Chase Talich. Talich is going to swing it over to Shumway. Shumway is going to swing it to Rigg. Rigg is going to drive. He's going to kick to number 24, Kobe Philbin. Philbin's going to kick over to Chase. Chase is going to kick it to Kobe and get it right back to Rigg. Rigg is going to try and fake the 3, kind of, sort of. Chase gets it back, shoots the 3, and it's up and good by Chase Talich. 3-point, 56-46, minute 9 left. I can't really decide what's going on here right now if Central's kind of conceding a little bit, because you would think Brown and Nathaniel Talich would still be in the game if not. Under a minute to go to the upset. Gabrielson turns the ball over, though. Taken away. Rigg going to stop and not shoot for 3, but he walked horribly. He wanted to fake the 3 and feed the post, and he didn't do either. So turnover, 49 seconds, 10-point game, Riverton. Wolverines up 56-46 over the number 2 team and defending state champions. What?
There's a gentleman with the best Christmas suspenders I've seen in my life walking around with a broom that I'm guessing is for the popcorn on the floor, but I'm here for it.
Riverton brings it over into the front court. Daniels to Paxton, Paxton to Gabrielson. They are perfectly content. They do not need to score. The Go Start the Bus chant has started. Ladies and gentlemen, Riverton is going to win this game. There's no more fouls to be had. There's no more shots to be taken as we go under 15, although there is a foul right there for some unknown reason. Rigg is going to be called for the call. His second, which means Paxton's going to go to the line, shooting 1-1, as it is the 9th team foul. But number 2, defending state champion Zion Central, the favorite in this game, has walked into Wolverine Gymnasium in Riverton. And guess what, Rusty? They're starting their season with an L. Riverton misses the first free throw, but they get the rebound kicked out to Daniel. Ladies and gentlemen, count it down, student sections. We're under 10 to play. If you can hear, they're counting it down with 4, 3, 2, 1. Riverton has upset the defending state champs in number 2, Cheyenne Central, 56-46. I guess this is the Riverton way of storming the court. They kind of just leisurely walk.
They came with brooms, so you can imply that where you will.
So, game is over. We're going to be right back with our Click It or Ticket post game, and we're going to pay some bills now after this big upset.
When you purchase your car, do you know if you got the best payment possible? The answer is probably no. Oftentimes, your loan is packed with additional charges that can drive your monthly payment higher than it should be, costing you thousands of dollars more for your car. Hi, this is Patty, and here is your second chance to get the payment you deserve. Visit Atlantic City Federal Credit Union today for a courtesy loan review. We've helped our members save money by refinancing their vehicle with us. Now it's your turn. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
Bailey's Enterprises is a proud sponsor of Riverton Wolverines football. For over 50 years, Bailey's has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service and to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey, go Wolverines.
And you're back on KTAK after the major upset, Riverton 56. Number 2 in defending state champion, Cheyenne Central 46. We're being joined by all sorts of people. We're going to be joined by our Papa Murphy's players of the game here tonight. We're going to start off with Tanner Johnson with a big 15 points. Tanner, how does it feel to start the season with such a big upset?
Oh, it feels great. We wanted to come in and prove to people that just because we're underdogs, we can win. Just because people think we're the 5th seed, taking down the old state champs, it just feels great.
You definitely send a message to the rest of the state. Obviously, you'd love to be able to feel good about this, but you've got to play in less than 24 hours. How do you see the recovery of that coming? You were able to really kind of nullify their press when they really wanted to put y'all under pressure. Paxton could have easily been another player of the game. With his ability to break the press to speed, he kind of sets you guys up, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's a young kid, and he's great for us.
Okay, well, excellent. Well, good luck with Mark. We won't keep you. You got to get some food in you and get some rest. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's Tanner Johnson. Now we're going to hand it over to Lucas Engel.
Here, flip him in. There you go.
Lucas, you're the only returning starter.
Yes,
How does it feel to get a win like this when you're starting basically a whole new lineup around you?
I think it just sets the tone for the entire season. It shows that, you know, even though we lost a lot of people, we're still a contender. We're up there with everyone.
Well, you definitely sent a message tonight. I know it's a hard turnaround. It's less than 24 hours you've got to be out here to face, I do believe, Sheridan tomorrow. Sheridan, and then of course East comes to town.
Yep.
So enjoy this win. Congratulations on being one of the Papa Murphy's players of the game. We appreciate your time and good luck. And go Wolverines.
Thank you.
Okay, we got something to wipe that off. They're a little bit wet, Coach, so we're going to dry them off as best we can.
So sorry.
Coach coming up with a big smile. That's not really surprising. Coach, how does it feel in the first game to take on the defending state champs, number 2 in the state? You know, everybody wasn't writing you off. You're number 5. But they kind of were going, you know, this is Central's game to lose. And to not only come out and beat them, but to basically dominate them in every facet of the game.
Yeah, the boys played really well. It was fun to watch them tonight. They played loose. You know, they played together. It wasn't pretty by any means at times. You know, you could tell it was the first game for both teams. But yeah, I'm just proud of the boys the way they came out aggressively. Because what they start out on us, I mean, they were up to start. I don't remember what the score was. But
they went up 2-0 to start, but then y'all took the lead, and then y'all held it till about like 16-15, 17-16, something like that. They got up by 4, but they never really put any distance.
Yep. No, I was very pleased with the boys because again, Central's kind of that flagship program that everybody kind of aims to be at the 4A level. You know, with them winning it pretty easily last year, and gosh, you look at how athletic their team is coming back, and you know, they didn't have a lot of returning starters because, you know, they were so good. But again, to beat an athletic team that has, you know, probably one of the best players, obviously, in the state title, which is really good. And for our boys to hold their composure, they did some really good things. Just very pleased with them for the first game, for sure.
Well, and for Engel and Johnson, obviously, are Papa Murphy's players of the game. But I kind of wanted to ask you about Parker Paxton, because we've seen throughout this tournament so far on day one, presses have ended teams' runs. Presses have ended games.
They have.
Yet every time they pressed him, he just turned on the afterjets and left them.
We got something exciting going on, guys. I don't know what it is. But, yeah, Parker did. He did an amazing job. You know, coming into the season, you know, having Blake Dale not play for us, what a great kid he is. And so we'd love to have him out, but he didn't come out. You know, he's focusing on baseball. And so Parker had to assume the kind of that point guard role that he hasn't had to ever before. You know, he's been more of a shooting guard, kind of lets somebody else bring it up. He gets shots. And so I was very pleased with him to kind of take on that role of the point guard for us tonight. And Kate did a good job too. Gabrielson did a good job. We kind of have a two point guard system with those two, and so they're kind of, both starters for us. We basically have 6 starters. It may depend on the lineup we faced with who gets in.
Well, and Gabrielson being able to come in when Paxton did get a early third foul, and be able to keep things going as they were. You got to give mad respect to a guy who semi-rocks the John Stockton shorts too. You got to give the props for those of us who aren't like Rusty here at 25 years of age.
Kate's just got style that the rest of us don't have.
Well, congratulations. And what do you see going into what's your biggest concern going tomorrow, playing in less than 24 hours? Is it simply that?
It is, and we aren't that deep right now, so that's a concern. It's hard. When you're playing well like that, you want to let the boys, play. And so, 3 games in 3 days, when you don't play a lot of kids, that's a concern. And Sheridan will play. They'll hockey sub. They'll bring in 5 at a time, and they're going to be physical. It's going to be like a football game out there. But I like how we were definitely I felt like our quickness was an advantage for us tonight. And, when you got a kid in the middle that can kind of, to have 6 blocks and that many rebounds and ultra shots that didn't get blocked, Lucas did a really good job for us shoring up the middle, which allowed us to kind of hold. I mean, what was the final? What they have for points?
They take the score down.
Yeah, they had 46 points.
46,
so to hold Central to 46 points.
Third quarter, they had 6.
Yeah, that was. I'm just very pleased with the boys. So
well, not only that, from a defensive point of view, they only had. I don't mean their top 5 scorers. They had 5 guys score, and only one of those only got 1. They had 5 guys do all of their scoring. So they were definitely limited. And then with about a minute left, where I thought they still might try and push, minute and a half, moment I saw Nathaniel Talich go out, and you saw James Brown go out.
Sure.
The white flag was being raised. So we do appreciate you being on the Click It or Ticket post-game show. And we do remind everybody that we'll be on KTAK tomorrow at 4 o'clock for Lady Wolverine basketball as they face Sheridan at 4 Mountain Time. Have a wonderful evening and see you tomorrow.
Thanks, guys.
Watch where you're going.